Hello, everybody. Welcome to Equinox, a Dungeons and Dragons game featuring these wonderful people here. We are down an evil one today due to personal circumstances, but we hope he is doing okay. But either way, hi guys. No, you didn't level up either. Just answering that question. So, how is everybody? Let me know if I'm too loud.
I was good when I thought we were leveled up. And by thought, I mean trying to force a level up by just saying we were.
No, that's not going to happen.
You said level 7. I was like, that's a 3-level jump, bud.
Yeah, just jump at it. Fine.
We came out of that train wreck buff as shit.
Yeah. With the experience we've been through, I think we deserve some levels.
So before we get on to what exactly happened last time, please let me know if it is all too loud. I'm trying to figure it out, but we'll see. Either way, if you like what we do, please hit the subscribe button. If you really like what we do, you can actually catch all of these previous episodes over on my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow. So go over there, check it out, hit the like, let us know that you actually like what we do for all the insanity that we actually participate in. So much fun. Either way, everybody, what happened last time? Who remembers?
Oh. I think Dusty should tell us.
I don't think that's fair because Dusty was unable to make it last week due to personal circumstances.
I mean, you can always go based off of the notes I've provided because they're so well
I
detailed.
don't think it would give poor Dusty any clue. I don't think it would give poor Dusty any clue at all.
I would have. Hey, let's just make it clear now. I would have passed the academy.
So we got Feynman. That's the major thing that happened.
Yes,
we got Feynman.
very much.
Feynman so hard.
I awoke and set the tone for what I think is the rest of the series. I became a Ranger Feynman.
We're now Rescue Rangers. We went from
Forest
Ranger Feynman.
Yeah.
I got my hat. I got my cargo shorts. I got my socks that go up to just under my knees.
More importantly, you have your survival guide cover.
I have my survival guide on the Necronomicon, but most importantly, I have my group of fellow Rangers. What do we call? I call it the Rescue Rangers, right?
Yes, the Rescue Rangers.
Comprised mostly of woodland creatures.
Who are those woodland creatures, Feynman?
No, the Rescue Rangers direct
Simon, Russell, Darren,
not
Simon, Russell, Robin, and Mavis.
Let me set up the scene. Andrew, don't jump to conclusions.
Okay. You're right. I'm sorry. One of us passed the academy, and it wasn't me.
Yeah. Anyway, I awoken. I found my Rescue Ranger friends who are all woodland creatures, sporting various Rescue Ranger attire. They feed me with some information. The eyes and ears of the forest, as always. And through the use of them, we find Habaru and Shady. And reconvene. Habaru and Shady, of course, being Habaru was a previous ranger in ranger school with me, and Shady was a mentor in ranger school. From there, we decide to, because someone was on very low hit points, we decide to go to a village which name escapes me. Animal Crossing?
No, it's Sherwood. The Sherwood village.
Was it? But the Animal Crossing was the way to get there.
Yes, you had to go speak. Okay. You had to go speak to Archmage Perry to allow you to use the Animal Crossing to get into the village.
Yes, so we go and speak to Perry. You turn into our true selves, our animal forms.
You cross through the portal. You cross the Rainbow Bridge through the portal into Sherwood, only to find yourselves turned into woodland creatures yourself in this idyllic little beautiful village
Without warning, I will say, Feynman knew exactly what was going to happen, and he did not warn the other two that they would be animals.
For those of you who can see it in, like, zoom out and see it, you can see you've got a whole village there.
We do, with a sweet little index.
It does.
I believe so. I'm a little gold dragonoid.
You're a gold little chubby pseudo dragon.
Yep. I believe Habaru was a badger.
He was a honey badger.
Honey badger.
He is a
honey
chibified.
Is a honey badger not a badger?
No, it's not. It's not actually.
Honey badgers are very much different than regular badgers because honey badgers are little shits.
No, but they're a different genus. They are a different genus as well.
They are they're like
however, yes,
and stuff.
Habaru is a chubby little chibified honey badger. What was Shady?
And Shady was a mongoose, wasn't
Mongoose.
Yes, a chubby little chibified mongoose.
Why are we all chubby?
Because it's cute.
And progressively, and by we I mean two of our members made the revelation that certain animal folk of this village were wearing the clothing or had possession of the clothing of train passengers. It came to a head when they saw the conductor's jacket, I believe.
Yes, yeah. Mavis, I believe, had the conductor's jacket hanging up in your office.
She said it wasn't hers though. She just had it or something of that nature.
She couldn't remember why she had it
or something. Yeah, she was like, it must have been left here or something.
Yes.
Now, obviously, Feynman is not privy to this information. It is only Shady and Habaru who have realized this, because it kind of ruins the... He can't be aware of this, effectively.
In fact, this was actually Shady's first time learning about Feynman, because
he assumed it was a nightmare.
Well,
yep.
So did Habaru. Habaru brought Shady up to speed and told him Feynman's backstory and how Richard fucking Feynman is a menace to society.
I feel like somewhere along the way you have forgotten the most important part about this, though.
Well, let's get there first. So one thing I think was important, that is presumably not what Tegan's talking about, but certain animals in this place, I think we saw at least one who one of you knew was dead from the train accident. So potentially there's some connection between people being resurrected and potentially just Feynman's magic. Because we know at the moment the dead are being resurrected all throughout Netherrealm, like the dead, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, are being like resurrected. So it's either something to do with that and hyper importantly, there was reports of a woman coming out of the Necronomicon.
Yes.
So that we got reports of two, obviously. One being Wicked, that we surmised was Wicked, but another one being, in a meta sense, that we are aware that is like the next boss. But we've just been told it's a woman who has come out of the Necronomicon.
Yes.
And wandered off.
Your rescue rangers, before you awoke, claimed that a woman had escaped the book.
Yeah. She had just come out of the book. I don't think they use the words escape because I don't think they understand the
concept of it.
The implication of what this book is.
Yes.
It is wrapped in a dust jacket that says Ranger Feynman's Guide to Survival or something.
Yes, something like that. Meanwhile,
with my magic, I can't alter the book, but I can.
Meanwhile, they don't know where Wicked is. Yes. But the news from the skies, from Robin, your little scout, claims that she did see someone fitting Wicked's description wandering around dazed in the wood.
Yes.
But before we forget, what were some of the changes that Hobby and Shady discovered about themselves?
Oh, yes. They also discovered that Shady didn't have a shadow for a little bit, and then he did. And Habaru...
And then he spoke with the shadow.
And his shadow was sentient in some way. That was probably the most important part, I think. He could communicate with it and get it to do stuff. And Habaru has metal hands.
Cool.
We got metal hands for my metal mans.
Oh, he's got metal hands, but he's also got misty, shadowy dragon wings occasionally.
Hey, what's the uptime on the stream?
What?
I want to know if we're past the point where we can say naughty things.
We are.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so I
Oh,
presume other
are we
things
not
about the
supposed to?
Burrow medal as well.
Yeah. Well, we don't know.
I
We'll see
mean-
with that part. We'll see. Meanwhile, yeah,
Cool.
so Wicked is somewhere in the woods being followed around by a, oh, that's right, Bosco Mushman. Yes, being followed around by a Bosco Mushman.
Which I guess he would he like be just a raccoon here?
Yeah, like a, well, no, because you haven't changed yet.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
You're still Wicked at the moment.
Gotcha. All right.
So, yes, so you are still Wicked at the moment. You have no concept of what is going on. You have no concept of what is happening to your companions. You have no clue yet. Dusty, just say hi for me. Just say a couple of things.
Hi ho. Hello. I am Dusty. I am saying things.
Is that better? Oh, wise mentor in the chat. Better. Okay. Yes. I just got a little notification of please turn Dusty up. So
Yeah. The crowd yearns for Dusty.
now I don't have any. I did have cutesy music, and then I couldn't figure out how to get it all up. I was already struggling with music. So, with that in mind, we will jump into. Apparently, I can't miss a news broadcast. You even got one last week. I don't know how informative it was, but you did get one.
They're so nice.
You may regret those words.
Oh, don't say that to me.
Are you ready, Andrew?
Oh, unfortunately, yes.
All right.
Hello, Sherwood. I hope you're having a sunny, fun morning. I'm Cherry Chipper, and you're listening to Gen 217, the 8 a.m. news. We are having an amazing harvest this year, with Farmer Davy producing the best crops we've ever seen. You name it, he's got it, from crunchy carrots to terrific tomatoes. So head on over to All Set Merchants to get your hands on some of the most delicious things you'll ever eat. Truly, they will transform your life. Dr. Mallard would like me to inform everybody of the importance of coming in for your annual health check. You can't do your best unless you're feeling your best, so make sure you book in to see him today. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and get out and enjoy the sunshine in our wonderful town. Jester Diggs of the Fellowship of the Fur says that there have been some rumblings in the tumblings of the mine, so if there's anyone who would like to go for a look-see and take down some big bad meanie monsters, please go and register your interest. Stay safe out there. The weather will be perfect for the rest of the day, with a small amount of cloud cover to make sure you don't get too hot. And don't forget to wear your sunscreen and wear a hat when outside. Sunburn will ruin anybody's day. For any news, advice, or just plain fun, join me at midday for the noon review. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you all soon. I'm Cherry Chipper for Gen 217 News, the apple of everyone's eye.
First off, I think that was very well done, and
Yes.
I think that was very nice.
That was
I
fantastic.
cannot begin to explain how much I hated that.
I thought it was great through and through. But
Like,
do
suddenly,
animals wear sunscreen? I need to know.
suddenly everything
I love
Wraith
Craig.
is preaching makes sense. I want to join Wraith's side just so I can have access to better ballistics.
I just like Craig in the chat. Kill it with fire. Never again.
Oh God.
Not the rumblings and the tumblings of the mine.
Fantastic.
No.
How do you
I
feel,
think
Dusty?
we
Dusty, are
might
you
stay here
following so
forever,
far?
to be honest.
Dusty,
I
how,
won't.
Thanks to Kevin's just very comprehensive descriptor of the situation. I am very well caught up now.
Oh, also, I've forgotten to say, but I'm absolutely taking
do
one of
you like?
inspo.
I have to quickly ask, do you like the map?
It's fantastic.
Yes. Oh yeah. I always like the maps.
Very pretty.
It's probably one of the biggest maps I've ever done, actually, with all of the bits and pieces. And
Where are the hidden dick jokes?
there aren't, but there are some lovely
What
names
do
of
you-
things.
What do you mean there aren't? There are always some.
Well, there is. If you look in the glossary, I believe the Fisherman's Hut, you will appreciate the name of the Fisherman's
Oh, Tiny Solutions. Yeah, I understand that one.
The Fisherman's Hut is
I thought it was funny.
the fishing shop is called the Masturbator's Tackle Store.
Ah.
Yes, I particularly like Bed Bath and Stable, the animal husbandry store.
Well, I'll be damned, carpentry.
They're beavers. It makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I figured. You didn't actually have to tell us.
Lab rats.
I,
lab
I was
didn't-
already there.
I didn't know after last week.
Road
I
to the
had
Hell
to.
Tree.
I did
Mallard
think I.
Quack.
Oh yeah, because you wanted to see Dr. Donald Mallard, the local
quack.
doctor in time, because he's the quack.
God. Paws and Claw School. Bed Bath and Stable. Rainbow Road to the Animal Crossing. Fine Stones. Fine Stones.
I
Tiny
thought
Solutions
you'd
Next
like that one, Kev.
I do like that one.
Even the
Shop,
merchants,
Dungeons and
which
Donuts.
even Dungeons and
All
Donuts,
set.
even oh my god, I can't wait for you to actually go to the cafe and meet the people who run Dungeons and Donuts.
Damn it! Now I want a donut.
So, just some extra news for you guys before we jump in, just for you guys to have a look at because we have explained them. But let me introduce you to the Rescue Rangers. We have Mavis.
Oh, we've got pictures now.
We have Darren the opossum. We've got Baz the porcupine. Simon the rabbit. Just hearing Dusty slightly die every time. We have Russell the squirrel.
Oh,
Incidentally, Russell's last name is Coit, if you're wondering.
We've also got Robin.
Oh, he's ready
Robin.
for business.
Of other people you've met or heard about. Well, this is just for Feynman because he knows all of these people. This is the captain of the town guard, Captain Mox Redbrush.
So when did these animals try to eat us?
Okay, the Greenleaf Inn, which is run by Penelope Pigglesworth and her brother Percy Pigglesworth, and their chef Gustav. For anyone who's wondering, they are guinea pigs. All Set Merchants is run by Doc Diggory, the badger.
An actual badger.
Yes. We have the blacksmith in town and the fire marshal, Marshal Smoky Brown. Make sure that you guys can see it.
It would have been extremely funny if you made him a black bear.
Marshal Smoky Brown, he is the blacksmith in town and the fire marshal. We have Dr. Donald Mallard, the doctor in town. And then the owner of the Dungeons and Donuts Cafe, Rat Damon and Norma Jean.
Rat Damon.
Why? Hang on. Why Rat Damon?
Why not?
Because he's a rat.
Rat Damon.
The postman is not a cat. We are staying away from relatively things. Why are you looking like that, Andrew?
I don't want to get into that right now. These animals have domesticated other animals,
Yes.
and they serve chicken at the inn. And so I'm like,
Yes.
do some of these like vegetarian animals or these herbivores consume meat?
No.
And
The answer is don't think about it for one, but also no, there's
Yeah.
vegetarian options.
Yes, exactly.
They just order what they want. It's like being a vegetarian in real life. You just don't order the meat.
Yeah, it's exactly, it's a horrible existence.
So are you saying that, Andrew, you don't like I obviously haven't completely populated the town, but I populated right down to the little farm in the corner. I don't know if you realized how much the farm looks like a Stardew Valley farm, like the layout and everything. I did go a little bit ham when creating this map.
Yes.
Stop.
No, they don't serve cat, Craig.
Yeah, of course not. Have you tried to herd cats?
Yes,
whole
in
thing, you know?
in a previous D&D game, Craig has played a character who legitimately tried to herd cats.
Yeah, come on, Craig.
I
It's like the
mean-
whole thing about them.
And if you pay attention, Tegan is actually currently a D&D game on Tuesdays where she tries to herd cats.
There was a game in which we fought
True.
weasels or whatever they were.
Oh, the weasels. Which, by
Yeah.
the way, you will like. Oh, one person I didn't put on here, which I meant to, is Farmer Davy Stoat. He is a weasel. I thought it was appropriate,
Yay.
Andrew.
Davy Stone.
Yeah.
I like that.
just
golly gee.
for you and Craig to harken back to the days where you did take on a weasel.
When I set myself on fire and won.
You did. So
Yeah.
Farmer Davy owns the Chuckleberry Acres. Just make sure I put that in for you because you will probably, at some point, go talk to him. Maybe. We'll see. You know, with all this stuff that happens and goes on with D&D games. So, with that in mind, before we jump in with the boys who are spending their time sleeping in the in the Greenleaf Inn because you decided to spend the night, so we'll backtrack a little bit to Wicked, because Wicked is, I believe, wandering around the woods. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Because you did. Even one thing we did discuss was yes, you had actually wandered into the woods, because you'd seen Feynman drop. Basically, I believe. As you make your way into the woods, before you do, just quickly, here you go, guys. Do you like? Do you like him, Dusty?
I love weasels. They're like my favorite animal. I should have said weasel, damn it. Anyway.
Weasel, yes. So, Wicked, you are wandering through the forest. As you do so, you start to become aware that you are being followed. It's not a particularly quiet footstep, almost like a slight shuffling stumble. As you are looking to find where Feynman fell. So, what do you do hearing this shuffling footsteps behind you?
What do I have right now? I still got most of my stuff. I
don't think you actually fought too much.
No, I have more hit points than I started the last session I was at with than I do now.
Well done you.
I am missing some spell slots though.
Yes.
So I am going to just sort of hide behind a tree and wait for whatever's coming to pass.
Okay. You can roll a stealth to hide.
All right. 16.
Okay. You duck behind a tree, breath panting, as you hear the shuffling footsteps grow closer and closer until eventually you hear them stop on the other side of the tree from you. They pause, waiting. You can hear a slightly ragged breath, but it's a slow, almost rattle like breath, almost like you're hearing the sound of several people breathing in and out simultaneously, an overlapped sound of just waiting.
Sort of peek my head out around the tree, very curious.
As you do so, you look out and down as you realize the repugnant little raken who had smiled and waved as the moments before the train derailed is standing there, but something about him looks odd.
Wicked just sort of like waves her hands like at him, like and just goes like, "Shoo."
He kind of looks behind him in the direction that you're gesturing and then kind of looks back at you. You notice his eyes have a glazed, slightly unfocused appearance to them. The pupils, the dark pupils, aren't as bright as they should be. There's almost like a lightly milky film over them. You notice that he's breathing, but his chest isn't moving up and down as you would expect it to, considering how labored his breathing is appearing.
Oh, you're sick with something. He's gonna like step out from behind the tree and like approach.
As you step out from behind the tree, he does kind of just slowly lift a hand up to reach for you. Not like he's trying to grab you, but he's trying to reach out to a hand to you.
He's going to reach back and take the hand.
As you do so, you watch as these spindly little white necked mushrooms kind of seem to burst out like little hairs from in between the fur on the back of his hands, from his fingertips, reaching for you, Wicked.
I win these. I I don't recoil in disgust. I just leave my hand there.
These several little tendrils, several of them wrap around your fingers and your hand. A couple of them kind of come upwards, the cap on the top of the mushroom tilting back slightly, as you can see just the most minuscule pairs of eyes looking at you from under these little white mushroom caps, as several others are now wrapping around your hand and wrist, kind of caressing you, like giving you a small hug in whatever way they can.
Hmm. Oh, I see. I guess I've made another friend. Haven't
The
done that in a
the
while.
the mushroom slowly nods.
She like pats the head of what she is aware now is effectively a corpse. All right.
Kind
Well,
of holds out a hand to take your hand.
yeah, shares both her hands. Well, let's try to find where Feynman landed.
You watch as the Bosco Mushman. What are we actually calling him, by the way?
I have a
Bosco
name for the-
Mushman.
We're not calling
I
him
have a-
Bosco Mushman.
I think Bosco
an-
Mushman is great. Wicked Mushman as well. Habaru Metalman. It all works.
I have a name for the creature, but I don't know what name to give this one specifically. I'll work on it. Bosco Mushman will work for now.
Jesus Christ. He seems to perk up a little bit. They seem to perk up a little bit, should I say, because they are a colony.
What about the entity formerly known as Bosco?
It's a mouthful.
Did you make it any longer?
I could give it a try, Andrew, if you want.
So either way, they seem to perk up a little bit, and taking your hand like a child kind of starts to tug you in a direction. They seem to stop for a second, appearing to listen. And initially they seemed quite excited, but as they stopped and listened to listen, they seemed to pause a moment and start tugging you in the opposite direction. Almost
I will follow.
Almost insisting for you to follow.
I will follow the friend that I have made.
He seems quite urgent as he's pulling you, almost dragging you through the forest. Trying to get faster and faster. He's jumping and hopping over fallen trees. There seems to be this air of insistence and fear to him as he's trying to move as fast as he can. Obviously, your stride is much longer than his, but he's got this athleticism that comes with just being a raken, that he seems to be jumping and he's pulling you faster and faster. Do you look behind you, Wicked?
No.
You can feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up with a prickle as there's this shiver and anticipation in the air.
She tenses up a bit, but she's gonna keep following Mr. Mushman.
Eventually, he drags you to what appears to be a large oak tree. It has a natural recess underneath it, a hole in the trunk, and he seems to kind of be trying to push you into there, almost in terror now. He's just trying to get you inside this oak tree.
Wicked complies.
He turns to you and kind of gestures with hand signals, a signal to kind of wait, and you watch as he darts off into the forest quickly.
What
do you do?
You know what? I got one more use of this. I'm going to hold on. Let me just play it. I'm gonna wild shape.
Okay.
Just so
What
I
do you?
can turn into something.
Okay.
I'm gonna wild shape into what's something that likes to hang out in trees. I'm just gonna wild shape into a little venomous snake that could just coil up and get just deeper into the recess of the tree.
Okay. You coil up and you shuffle down into the crispy oak leaves within this recess as you wait and watch. you watch as this rolling mist seems to venture through the trees. Everything it touches, you watch as the trees change. Some of them twist, the leaves discolor. Some things get brighter while others rot as they stand there. You hear the sound of crunching footsteps through the leaves, but they seem to give your tree a wide berth. Outside, you see a pair of legs that seem to be carved from hundreds of wooden vines. Slim calves, delicate feet that seem to sink into the very mud of this place. A woman seemingly made of moss and leaves seems to be looking around. To the west of you, you hear another sound, like a tumble of rocks falling over, and you watch as she darts off with an almost sinewy grace, almost slithering herself, disappearing once more into the mist and a swirl of leaves. Some time passes as silence falls through the woods. The wind isn't even making a noise. There's no sound. There's no breeze in the leaves. There's almost this blanket of silence that has fallen over. And it's broken when a small robin lands in the entrance of the hole. You notice that the robin is wearing a little green coat, kind of looking at you, tilting its head, appraising. Kind of nudges you with one little foot.
Wicket'll raise her head a bit out of the pile of leaves and stuff. A little quizzical hiss.
It's not broken by a robin fart, Craig. Jeez. As you let out an inquisitive little hiss, this robin looks at you.
Oh, you can't talk.
She like reels her head like, huh?
Maybe you're not the one I'm looking for. I'm sorry, little snake. Have you seen a tiefling about 3 pine cones high and wearing like a coat with a feathery tail, lots of mushrooms?
The snake like perks its head up and the snake will dissolve into spores that reform back into Wicked as she ends her wild shape.
Oh! Miss Willowstick.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, they'll be so glad I found you. They sent out a search party, you know.
Who's they? The Imperium?
Oh, no. The Imperium. Not sure who they are, but the Rescue Rangers. The boss. Ranger Feynman. He sent us to look for you because he thought that you might be injured after the accident.
Ranger Feynman. Oh. She's just like, her face goes really flat for a second. Right. Ranger Feynman.
Yes. Your other friends, apparently they were quite injured. They had apparently sustained head injuries. They were talking to themselves. But we found them. We took them back to the village for treatment.
Oh, that's good.
You were the only one we couldn't find. We were worried that you'd gotten lost in the forest, especially with all the changes going on.
It's that's funny. I was actually looking for Feynman. My changes.
I guess.
I'm on that one. Could
The
you
forest
take
is on the move. Didn't you see it?
that lady?
She came out of Ranger Feynman's field guide.
Field guide?
The book that tells him everything that's going to happen and will be, and everything that can help us be the best rangers ever.
Oh, no. But yeah, okay. Could you please take me to Ranger Feynman and my friends like immediately?
I'll do my best. I'll have to take you to meet Archmage Perry. He'll make sure you can get into the village.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. One second. Wicked is going to try and just sort of mentally connect with Bosco Mushman. See if there's anything there.
How would you like to do that?
Basically, it's going to be sort of like how I think plants. No. It's sort of like a chemical, like a pheromone sort of reach outward, but I guess with like spores communicating with spores. Like I think don't like mushrooms like communicate with each other
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
mycelium in the dirt.
Yes.
Things out like that.
You raise your hands, and as you do so, there seems to be your hands start to glow. This is not something that you've necessarily seen before, but you watch as these tendrils of light seem to dangle from your hands and burrow into the earth. As you do so, you also watch as this golden, powdery spore cloud seems to drift from your hands, circling the threads that are going into the ground. As you do so, you feel your reach through the soil. You start to feel all these little entities, the life of different clusters of mushrooms. You can feel this almost airiness that they're simultaneously there and not there at the same time right now. You can also, as you reach out, you start to feel, as you reach further and further, you start to feel this looming presence. You get this sense of relief initially from Bosco as he seems to be making his way back to you. As you start to pull back, indicating where you are, you feel these spores wrap around your little communications, and you feel this dark, overwhelming presence that seems to give you a promise of knowledge. It feels malevolent but comforting.
Wicked gives a pause at that feeling. Then she harkens back to the sensation that the book gave her. She rips her hand away from the dirt and tries to sever that connection.
As you disconnect from the earth, you watch as your little tendrils, the golden light fades, the little tendrils seem to fade. Real bad, but okay. Apparently, I'm getting a break up in sound. Oh, I apologize.
Oh.
Apparently, something's going on. There's some kind of interference, apparently real bad.
Oh, is it like on my end or?
No, I think it's on mine. I'm getting some sort of digital breakup in the sound. What should it be? Nothing changed. Real bad. Odd.
Oh yeah.
How bad is it?
Oh, it's pretty robot-y.
Roboty?
Oh yeah, we're all pretty robot-y.
It's in the stream. Okay.
Yeah.
Could be internet. The only thing it could be is the internet.
Interesting.
Because this is the weird thing. Discord, nothing. Nothing else is affected beyond the stream. Handy. Because I can hear you guys perfectly.
Yeah. I don't hear anything.
It's in the stream. But you can hear it on your end, so it's not on Craig's end. Do-do-do-do. Helpful. Evil one is typing.
Oh.
I think he's sending me a message. Du-du-du. That's better. Okay. Don't know what it was. Either way. As you disconnect, you watch as the light fades and the tendrils seem to wrap back around your wrist, up your arms. You notice that where the tendrils suffuse back into your skin, there are like little clusters of just these little golden caps of mushrooms, like little clusters of toadstools before they emerge. You run your hand over them; they feel flat, but they give you these beautiful little pinpricks of golden light on your arm in these clusters of mushroom growth, basically. You still feel that sensation of that dark presence, but it's not like it's hunting you. It's just waiting there patiently, almost like it knows that eventually you will come to it. You will end up within its grasp. It can wait.
Good. Shudders. Keep waiting.
Keep waiting.
Sorry. Just waiting on a little friend of mine. They should be able to follow us if you'll show me the way.
Sure. Come on. Let's go find the Rainbow Road.
And you watch as the bird takes off, does a couple flaps to get up to be able to fly.
I'm Robin, by the way.
Nice to meet you. I'm Wicked.
I know exactly who you are. Ranger Feynman's told us all about his friends.
Oh, really?
That you were the original rescue rangers. We heard all about how you were the top of your class and you helped him be able to graduate. Unfortunately, you couldn't help Habaru, though. He didn't want to study.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, apparently you all met in the Ranger Academy.
Ranger Academy. That.
And Master Shady taught you everything you knew.
Oh, did he now?
That's why we were so excited to know that you were coming, so that we, as the new Rescue Rangers, could learn from you.
I'm sure I have plenty to teach you and a lot to tell Feynman.
I can't wait.
She leads you through the forest until eventually you get to a crossroad. There is a gnarled sign there with different signs posting off. But directly to the north, you notice that there is a stone gate, almost like a portal, standing there. And off to one side in a chair, you see a small bundle of robes that stands up. You see dark brown fur, a duck bill with a large brown hat as the guardian stands up. Oh,
A platypus?
Robin. He's a platypus, yes. Oh, so you found her, I see. He takes off his hat and gives you a flourished bow. Ah, Mistress Willerstick, it is an honor to meet you. I am Archmage Perry Platypus.
As he takes his hat off, Wicked initially goes, a platypus? And then as he puts his hat back on and introduces himself, like, Perry the platypus.
Yes, I'm glad that Robin could find you before. Well,
I did the
It is-
thing, chat. I did it.
it is
I did it.
disconcerting that the forest is changing. I fear as it awakens, it will only get worse. It is good that you are not out there alone.
All right, thank you. Glad to see you're in good health.
Yes, I will be fine. I am an old platypus. Hopefully, Ranger Feynman will get to the bottom of this. We know he will. He has protected our village for many years now. I'm proud to say that I can work with him.
I have a lot of questions for Ranger Feynman about what's happening. Hopefully he'll have more answers.
Oh, certainly. Well, let me open the portal for you and you can go on through to the village. Get some rest and know that you are safe and protected within his walls. So, and you watch as he turns around and raises a hand and waves with his staff as the spiraling portal turns to liquid, allowing you to pass through it.
Oh, quick, real quick, if I could ask a favor, I do have a friend that's falling behind me. A raccoon fella. Looks a little sickly, but he's good company.
Certainly. As you vouch for him, I will allow him through when he reaches here. If you would, make your way onto the Rainbow Road and cross the bridge, and you will find yourself in the city center.
Thank you. She nods, and she will follow Robin in.
Okay. You make your way into the village. You now have a token on the board, so you know where you are, which is right
Huzzah!
down in the bottom left corner.
All right.
You find your feet on the Rainbow Road. And you do indeed see the wooden bridge going across an idyllic river that seems to have water lilies. There's a soft burbling sound of water as it passes over rocks. It's not rushing particularly fast, but you can see that there are people fishing. You can hear the sounds of people working around the town. You can see a lush apple orchard across the creek. And yeah, where are you going to head? As Robin is leading you towards the city centre, where that square mosaic is, by the way. Just giving you a heads up.
Gotcha.
City centre, town centre.
As Wicked enters the town, he is going to look around and just be like very, I guess, like feeling at home.
As
would be
you
a
do
good way to put
so,
it.
you realize something and you walk across the bridge. You realize something is off. Your stride feels different. The sound of your boots on the wood sound different. And you start to become aware that there is a slight distraction in your vision and you're not sure what it is. And then all of a sudden you realize your nose has extended outwards into a snout. It has a creamy white fur. You can see that your hands have taken on this slightly chubby, pointed nail like claws. As you can see that the back of your hands are covered in a white fur up to about the wrist, and then it takes on a darkish colored hue as you realize you have turned into an opossum.
She is going
You're still
to.
in your clothes, I will say. You've got all your stuff and your
Okay,
clothes. Yeah.
cool. I am 3 pine cones high now.
Yes.
uh, she is going to look around. Is the end of her tail still fluffy, or is
It
it
is.
like regular
It is.
possum?
It is. It looks like an opossum tail, but it is fluffier on the end still.
Okay, good. She
As
looks at,
you
make
make your
sure.
way. Sorry, you go.
Yeah, she sort of looks at herself, gives herself a sniff, checks her tail, make sure it still smells the same. All right. Then she looks down and realizes that she has feet instead of hooves now, and she immediately trips over.
You you hit the cobbled paving of the town of the town with a bit of a whoof kind of noise, and as you do so, you hear a door open next to you in from one of the trees, as all of the trees in this place have doors and windows as they are houses, and a door opens, and very quickly you watch as a young otter child runs over. She can't be more than 5 or 6, but she comes over to try and help you up. Are you okay? That looked like it hurt.
I'm good. Just getting used to these. She's gonna. Eh, never been an
I don't
opossum before.
I don't like getting new shoes either. I trip a lot. Mum thinks we should always get like a size bigger than we need because we always grow out of them too fast.
That makes sense, but I'm gonna go. Thank you.
Are you new here? I haven't seen you before.
Yeah, I'm a friend to Ranger Feynman's.
The Ranger Feynman?
Apparently.
He came to my class once to talk about being a ranger. But I don't think I could be a rescue ranger one day, do you?
Maybe. I guess.
Uh, can I come with you?
Uh, ask your mom.
Uh,
She just turns back to the house.
Mm.
Mom! I'm going to go see Feynman.
She turns around.
Okay, I can go now.
Was there a response?
No. She starts skipping next to you. She only comes up to about like your hip height. She's incredibly tiny. And she starts skipping along next to you, turning around, skipping backwards occasionally as she's asking you questions, as Robin is leading you over up into the village. And finally, in front of the tavern, which has a lovely roof made of all these beautiful green leaves. You can see on the sign it has a intricately carved leaf, and on it, in a calligraphy painted in a darker green, the Green Leaf Inn.
Wicked does stop to smell the flowers a few times.
Meanwhile, as you are making your way in, it is 8 a.m., boys. It is a bright, cheerful morning. It is a beautiful, balmy day. is only about maybe 22 degrees outside, nice and sunny. There's a little bit of a breeze that stops it from just that heat from settling in. You can smell bacon and eggs and
That's
baked
71 for you
goods.
and freedom, Andrew.
Thank you. I was wondering. Appreciate that.
Um,
got
you can smell bacon and eggs, baked goods, freshly squeezed orange juice wafting up the stairs to your rooms.
Habaru wakes up and just kind of is on his back, staring at the ceiling. Just kind of raises a hand. See, he still has the honey badger hand.
You do. Yes.
Just drops it and just goes back to staring at the ceiling. Hey,
What the
Sean,
hell?
the nightmare is still going on.
Damn it. This is what Feynman does.
Yeah. Welcome to my life.
Great. Do we get to change back? Are we stuck like this?
I'm sure once we leave the village, we'll change back. But first, I need some cartographer's tools. So we need to go.
Okay.
We need. I need to be productive somehow, and I need to, and I can at least figure out where we are compared to where we went off the rails. Okay.
I happen to have cartographer tools here.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay.
Save your trip. How's that?
Do you really have the tools?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's go outside and let's figure out where we are. Relative to everything, I should say. Andrew doesn't know how to use cartographer tools, but Habaru totally does, and he does it in a way that helps him figure out where he is.
Okay, you make your way downstairs. It's
Yes.
a very happy morning. There's cheerful music playing over gently over the radio as Penelope and Percy are serving people very large mugs of coffee. For some of them, for some of the patrons here, the mugs of coffee are almost as big as they are. For some of them, the mugs of coffee are almost as big as they are. Pancakes simply dwarfing some of the smaller residents of the town, but they smell beautiful and bready and with hints of vanilla and orange. You can see big bottles of different flavored syrups, maple, blueberry, raspberry, chocolate syrup on the table. The bacon is perfectly crispy, not a piece of no pieces of limp, soggy bacon to be found. It's all beautifully, perfectly cooked. The bread is a nice, thick cut cafe style toast with loads of butter.
I am going to grab Shady and kind of pull him close and say, I don't think we should eat any of the bacon. Because what if that came from a person?
Oh,
I mean, all these other animals are here are people, right?
good
So,
point.
I mean, oh no.
Your stomach gives a gurgle.
Oh no. Okay, well, time to eat some beans, I guess.
Why don't you just eat the people jerky? Get over it.
No.
Now,
I'd
Lyman,
rather not eat Soylent Green.
did you sleep
the
at
long
the
back.
Greenleaf?
I think I would have slept at my office.
You slept.
I
well,
think Ranger
you-
Feynman is the type to work until he's done and then just.
Well, you do have an apartment above your actual office.
Oh
so
well, yeah, I would have retired at the apartment then.
you come downstairs.
Different
Mavis
blonde
is not
snake
yet
color
in.
Habaru.
Well, I assume are there microwaves in this plane of existence?
Yes.
I'll have what if a microwave breakfast is available to me?
Sure, you pull out a breakfast burrito, you put it in the microwave, you heat it up. It comes out looking gorgeous, like the picture. It looks exactly like the picture on the box.
I take a bite out of it, and it's like real wet lettuce in a wet wrap.
Oh God.
Just because and I realize just because it looks good does
I
not
mean, it is
mean
good.
that it tastes good. But I'm used to it, I would suspect.
And
Did we?
even when-
Sorry, I'm trying to remember last session if we softly addressed the thing with the farmer, or if that was something that was
No, you haven't yet.
Nope, we haven't
You were
yet.
going to go.
Okay, so we have to go do that. Okay, I just wanted to check.
Well, we don't have to.
Well, I do, so
We have the option to.
Andrew's way of going, we don't care about these plebs. Let's just leave.
No, don't you put words in my mouth. That's not what I said.
Are they going to pay you? That might interest you more.
No, that's not it either. Holy fucking shit.
all right. Well, upon eating breakfast, I'll head over to pick up the dropout and the.
Okay, as you turn around to lock the door after you, you hear the sounds of a chattering child talking very excitedly, and then you hear a
There he is, there he is, there he is!
you turn around to see an opossum wearing Wicked's clothing. She looks exactly like you remember her from
Was she,
your
was she
days
an
at the
opossum
academy.
in Ranger School?
I mean, funny enough, sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then yes, she does look. I was just curious if that's how I remember her or not. I'll be very excited. I'll be Wicked. What was she, a teacher at school?
No, she was one of your classmates.
She was a classmate.
She was your Hermione to your Harry.
Ah, excellent. Oh, that's right. And Navarro was Ron, the forgotten child.
Oh, God.
Imagine having to be simultaneously a dropout and Ron. Poor lad. Poor lad.
Does that make you Snape?
Yeah, you're Snape.
Hell yeah.
Feynman.
I like it. Mr. Feynman, our new celebrity.
It's the situation too.
I'll give Wicked a nice hug, as an old friend would.
You are slightly taller than her in this form.
I think I'm taller than her in most forms.
You
Are
are tall. No, but the height is considerably less. You are much closer to
okay.
height. All of you, doesn't matter how tall all of you are, you're all within like half an inch of each other in this form.
Okay.
Even the bear, even the fire marshal is fun sized.
Fair enough. Fun-sized.
Richie. Where are the others?
I'm just on my way to go and greet them.
Okay, good. I have questions. And this
Don't
kid
we
has,
all?
I guess, lots more questions.
You feel a tug on your skirt, Wicked, as the little girl's like trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
Can you Can I have an? Can you ask him for an autograph?
I've surely met this little girl before. Right?
Yeah, you have, but you're really famous. And
Yeah,
she's
but I thought like I would have some rapport with her.
Oh yeah, you do. But she's still a child who's like
Very
Okay.
shy.
no, starstruck.
Hell yeah.
Unbeknownst to you, she has
I'll
every
whip
poster and
out.
memorabilia she can get of him.
I will whip out of my front pocket a photo of myself, which I obviously keep on hand, and a gold Sharpie, which I also obviously keep on hand. And just fucking write to my biggest fan, and then whatever the little girl's name is. And then
Stella.
give me 2 seconds to where is alright.
Oh my god, you've
Which
actually
which one am I gonna write? Give me a second.
oh, jeez.
I'll write Adventure is calling, will you answer? There you go. A little ranger catchphrase for you all.
She takes it.
Oh,
She looks
which I
like you
didn't mention, Wicked. I have several ranger catchphrases I wrote last time.
No, you
Each-
didn't write them. You've been copying them from other Ranger
No.
websites.
I have not. Someone amongst us who will remain unnamed, but that isn't me, was copying them. I came up with my ones, but Clint may or may not have found some nice ones on the internet.
Someone who will remain unnamed, Clint.
Yeah.
Yes, that is me, the unnamed one. Clint.
Either way, the little girl takes this as like it's a precious gift. She looks like frankly, she looks like she's about to pass out because she's just hyperventilating that much. But she races off back to her house, towards her house, leaving you with Wicked to enter the Greenleaf Inn.
Not even a thank you. Wow, what terrible manners.
She's too excited, and I understand. It's fine. Don't read into it, Andrew. She's a little girl. Leave her alone.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm the one with like respect for people in this reality, not you.
Okay, so you make your way
God.
into the Greenleaf Inn where you see Shady and Harbaru standing there arguing about, well, Harbaru has a kind of conflicted look on his face.
Oh, he's sitting down, a bowl of probably a salad in front of him, just head in his hands, chewing on some leaves. Oh God.
Leaf chewer.
Shady's having a beer.
Hey, just for our information,
Hmm?
Is the bacon sourced from like wild animals, or is it presumably human pigs?
For record, it's actual pig.
It's not.
It's not.
We're not going to be fooled into some
This
sort of
is
tomfoolery.
why
I
I
do
made
want to say every time we have session 0,
No.
I have one thing.
No, this is legitimately, and this is why I said no domesticated animals. None of them are domesticated animals. They're
Yeah,
all
so the
forest
domesticated
creatures.
animals are in fact domesticated animals.
Yes. So
Oh,
chicken
excellent.
is chicken, pork is pig, beef is cow. You don't have to worry about that.
Cool, because I will absolutely eat bacon, but I understand if Habaru wants to live his concerned life. That's also fair, because he doesn't know that. But I don't
This
want to
is-
like be fucking fooled
out
into
of-
eating some Soylent Green.
Yes, no, but out of character, yes,
Yeah.
this is just regular
It's just
meat.
bacon.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can have all the identity crisis in character you want, but
Yeah, but just so we're
Have
clear.
them all.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love
Yeah.
to hear it. Thank you for that one.
Speaking of, Wicked will approach Shade and Habru like, is that you guys? Is that am I right? It looks like good
Wicked?
stuff. Yeah. Oh thank goodness.
Hey, bud. Welcome to the nightmare.
Where you been?
In the other woods, I guess. Outside. I was looking
Oh.
for Feynman. I thought I saw where he crashed, but I guess I was completely off.
You should have stayed away.
Should have
Now you're
stayed in the
here.
woods.
Now you're here with us, and now we're all.
It's not so bad. I've been in similar situations.
And
I mean, I suppose you're used to changing into animals.
Yeah. Also, I'm from Feyweir, you know.
Like fate weird.
Okay. Well, um,
Oh, bacon. she the strip and eats it.
okay.
For
I'm gonna
for ease of talking to each other about things that Feynman can't hear, I will be at the bar, by the way. Like talking up locals. So if you want to just fucking freeball anything, I'm out of earshot.
I'm gonna take a few minutes to kind of sketch out where we are, or figure out where we are on the map, and we can maybe go from there.
So this is all. This another Feynman
Yes.
moment.
Yes.
Oh, I missed the captain.
This is.
I missed the captain. Hell yeah. Don't we all?
What happened to the owl?
I think we left him behind.
Well, he got imbued with the power of God, so I don't know that, he's
Yeah, I was
probably
gonna
doing pretty
say
good.
you fed him some of your flesh, and
Eat of my flesh and become, what does Jesus say?
a jeep.
A jeep. Eat of my flesh and become a jeep.
Jeep.
That's what he turned into, right?
Yeah,
Old
well, that's
Testament
what,
stuff there.
that is Old Testament, unfortunately.
Well, he was a vehicle, but then he did turn back into the owl. The question is whether
he turned into an owl man.
No, he turned into an owl man. Yeah.
Yeah, he turned into
He's
an owl
like a
man.
switched
Remember,
owl.
we hung out in the back of a car and he was an owlman.
He was
Oh,
sending us selfies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was an owlman. I suspected he was causing some terrible trouble.
I believe that you left
wherever
him
he
in.
was.
I believe you left him in town though.
I certainly did, and
Yeah.
he has godlike powers
He-
now. So watch
he's
out for
hanging out
that.
at
Tyrion's
alleys.
problem now.
Yeah.
He has something. He has something. He's somebody else's
Okay.
problem. That's what he is.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
yes, I'm gonna figure out where we are, and then we'll go from there.
When you say you're trying to figure out where you are, have you got a map of like the real world kind of forest and trying to figure out where you are in terms of where the train crashed?
Yes, and I'm using the cartography tools to kind of help figure out maybe not the exact location, but like, okay, if the train derailed here, we're probably in this general area,
Yep. You
and
do
try to
some
narrow down
advanced
as much as I
calculus.
can. Oh boy, yep, that's something that the Habaru totally knows. Yep.
So you do try and figure it out. Interestingly, this forest doesn't atypically have a village in it. You know that much.
Shocker! Wow, wild.
You don't know how big this village is yet either, because obviously you haven't walked through, you don't know how big it is. So without that context, you're not 100% sure, but you think that you're probably still 15 days out from Ilmore.
But there's this like a pocket dimension because we had to come through that portal.
Well, here's the thing. This is a new aspect of Feynman magic that we're not used to.
Yeah. It is a bit of another
Normally,
level.
I mean, I've seen him warp reality. Let's not get it twisted. I watched it with my fucking
Yeah.
eyes, and it pissed me off. That's probably why I saw it. Because he knew it would make me mad. But something to this extent,
Yeah, this
I
is
have no
bigger than
idea.
the last one.
Yeah. Last time it was just an ID card. But even then, that implies he's not just affecting what's in front of him, he's affecting stuff from like servers and information that's digital. So it's not just even physical stuff, it's metaphysical items as well. With like
Yeah, and I also think that he's changed the passengers from the train into the people of this village.
Yeah.
Oh.
And here's the problem. Some of those passengers died. And yet this looks like a pretty occupied village. So I don't know if changing Feynman to something else will help these people or if it'll just turn them back into corpses. So essentially, without even realizing it, Richard Feynman has taken hostage like 400 people.
Or saved 400 people.
No, they're hostages.
Look,
going-
they're hostages because he wants them to be hostages. All right, let him go.
Okay.
A hostage is someone who cannot escape of their own volition.
I don't
It's
think
kinda
that's a
like when you
hostage.
stop-
That's a prisoner, isn't it? A hostage is like holding someone for a purpose.
You're right. You're right. You're right. He's created 400 prisoners.
Yeah, get it right.
Yeah, fucking excuse
they
me.
really-
No, it's the typical hostage situation. They've all fallen in love with him.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. Is it
Ah,
really?
What's it
are
called when they
really
fall? Stockholm,
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Syndrome.
Wow,
Are they-
they you speed ran Stockholm syndrome then.
It's quick,
Are
man.
they
It's easy.
really here against their will if his magic has changed their will?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I would still argue that is still kidnapping and being held prisoner.
Anyway,
Argue all you
Uh,
want, but facts are facts.
Oh, don't tempt me. Okay, so do you guys have any idea of what we should do going forward, or any ideas?
well, first things first. Where the fuck's the book?
It is Ranger Feynman's survival guide, and I cannot believe I'm fucking saying this. It's probably best that he keeps it. The book only warped slightly with him. He can't affect it. I don't think so. There's a cover on it. It's a hideous cover of his Ranger survival guide. But I think the book, first off, the book scares the shit out of me, because if it's not warping with reality, then that's terrifying. But two, Feynman doesn't realize what it is. I don't think he's gonna really do anything with it, as far as
I don't
I
think
know.
I realized what it was before this.
Well, I don't think any of us realized what it was. The fact that I thought it was just some powerful like lich's artifact, because it was
It
being
wanted
weird,
me to
and
realize what it
now
was. But that's why I fucking hate it.
wait. Roll the fucking tapes back. Say that shit again.
I said it wanted me to realize what it was, and that's why I hate it.
The book wants you to know what it. Wicked, buddy, friend of mine. Why aren't we telling each other that the books are talking to us?
Well, I was going to, but then we got attacked by the wraith,
Okay, then that's fair. Yeah. Did
and then I saw that fucking Shady was fucking with it, and
Yeah.
things sort of took precedent.
Okay, that's fine. I was hearing voices, and I'm pretty sure I saw a vision. And I saw Selene, or a specter acting as Selene, and I may have gotten like a little bracelet of starlight, and now I have metal hands. So I'm trying to figure that all out.
You do notice that he has his little honey badger hands are indeed covered with metal to the elbows.
I will cling my knuckles together.
Ooh.
And Shady here has no fucking shadow. Is there anything weird going on with you? Because I'm pretty sure that Aether explosion may have like given us super cancer in the form of powers, or just changed
What,
us on a
space
mental
cancer?
level.
Rocco has chips. Get him. Sorry. Just read the chat.
No.
How do you know it's not Tegan?
It is
Get 'em.
not me.
Oh no! All the pieces of the forest are attacking Clint now for his chips.
You were a honey. Yeah, you were a honey badger. Just seagulls from everywhere.
Fine.
But yeah, Wicked sort of ponders, thinks back to Bosco, who's in all likelihood is on his way here right now. He just answers, no, nothing too out of the ordinary. I think what I'm able to do already has actually gotten stronger, though.
Oh, okay. Like your magic and whatnot.
Yeah, my mushrooms too.
What do you say? Bosco's on his way here.
She did not say that.
She thought it,
I
but
above it.
Yeah.
I
out of
above
character thought it.
Ah,
Yeah, said that.
You didn't run the asshole the race, did you?
Thankfully, no.
Good. That
I
Good
did run
enough.
into the corpse of Bosco though.
you. Oh well. I
Yeah,
would say pour one out for the homie, but fuck him.
yeah, no, don't worry. Yeah, but don't worry, he's on his way. I mean,
What?
Good.
he's on his way.
What do you mean on his way?
What do you mean it's on his way?
Oh, I think while I was like wrapping him up during the explosion, I think I like animated him.
Oh. Okay. So what? Like a reanimate the dead type of deal, or
Yeah, something like that. It's something that I used to do when I was a kid. It's not a much lesser degree. Like I did it on like little critters and stuff. I never did it on a person before.
Wicked? What was your childhood like?
Inadequate. Sorry. That's just a knee-jerk reaction on that one.
She like stares off into space for a bit. Anyway, he's coming over.
Okay. We will touch on this later. Okay, but I guess let's.
What did I call them? I think I called it a spore beast. Something that I made.
I'm gonna kill Ranger Feynman. Let's posse up with Ranger Feynman, figure out what we need to do for today, and then see what we can do about getting him out.
When you
of this
say that,
situation.
my ears will perk up. I haven't heard anything else, by the way, but that. You guys want to help me with my to-do list for today?
After I eat breakfast. I'm actually really hungry.
Sure, Ranger Feynman. What's on the list?
All right, we got to go down to the farm,
Okay.
which is number 23. Reed's name of farm. Wait,
16?
Sherwood Community Garden? No.
Nope.
16.
Cherry.
Chuckleberry Acres. Where the hell is that on the map? Oh, there. Okay, I see. I'm gonna be honest. I looked at the community garden. You said I made the farm look like the Stardew Valley one. I looked at the community garden and went, "No, you didn't." What do you mean? This
Now
other
you've
one,
seen.
yes. The other one, much more, yes. So we've got to go down there. We've had a report of troubles, and then there's also a report of troubles in the mine.
All right. So visit the farm, visit the mine. Okay. Simple enough.
I do like the fact that you guys read the legend. And Andrew even read it out. No one stopped at all to question the very last one.
Road to the Hell Tree. Yeah, that's fine.
I saw
Look,
that.
that's-
I just thought, you know what? We're already there, so that makes sense.
It's just, this is a nightmare dimension. What do you want from us?
Yeah.
That's pretty much to be expected.
It's like going to hell and be like, oh yeah, there's the eternal pit of damnation. It's like, oh, cool. Is that on the left or the right?
Over there. Okay. You know, you're not
I
like...
wouldn't put it there.
Looks like
Okay.
it catches a lot of sun. Anyway.
Number 29. Where's number 29 on the map?
All the way at the top.
All the way at the top. Yep. Yep, that looks like it would
looks
lead
like
to hell.
Looks like the road.
Yeah,
Anyway.
looks like a road.
What's Wicked getting for breakfast? Did she want a microwave burrito?
No, she's gonna get the works, like one of them giant pancakes, a big old strip of bacon, some of the what else is eggs,
Eggs done however you'd like. They are souffle pancakes, so they're like quite big and fluffy. They serve it with a side of whipped butter and a variety. They bring out like a little caddy of different sauces for you to have on it.
Do they do the thing that every souffle pancake place I've been to does, where they only make like fucking 50 of them in a day, and that if you don't get in early enough, you don't get one?
No. Gustav
That's
is
good.
a
That's
master of
shitty.
the Gustav is a master of the piggy kitchen.
Had some pretty shitty days because we get there and someone's just ordered the last one. Let me tell you.
But yeah, so
You
you
get a
get
real
your egg.
PO'd wife.
You notice Wicked that when it comes out, everything is perfect. The pancakes are perfectly circular. The bacon is the right amount of crispy. The eggs, how are you having your eggs?
A big old fluffy omelet.
Yep. It's the fluffiest omelet you've ever seen. It is sheer perfection. Like
Actually, 50% cotton candy.
everything, all of the food in this place, the coffee, the juice, everything looks like it would if it was in a food ad.
What about the texture, though?
Perfect.
Hey, Feynman, when you
Hey,
imagine
Amaro.
food, is this like kind of like what your ideal sandwich looks like, or your ideal piece of bacon looks like?
How
You
does
could
the bacon
imagine it
look?
in your head.
How do you like your bacon, Feynman?
Oh, is it like out of
Yep.
character? Is it specifically going to be how I like it, or like?
Yes.
Okay.
So I swear to God, if you like shortcut bacon, we're gonna have problems.
No, I like it
Streaky
kind of
bacon.
depends. I like streaky bacon, but I also like middle bacon where it's like the shortcut part, but then the whole rash
No,
as well.
no. But okay, however you
No,
like
well,
your
that's the
bacon.
best of both worlds because it's got the streaky
There is
bacon
no
part of it,
there
and
is
it's
no best
got
of both worlds.
yeah, it is.
Either way, it's how. So yes, there's a selection of bacon, crispy crispy streaky bits, maple glazed, and also
Or
the
if it's
middle
specifically
bacon.
how I like bacon, it's never maple glazed.
Well, I'm putting that in there because I like maple glazed streaky
I
bacon.
fucking hate maple glazed bacon.
Wicked
I
looks at
don't
the
like
bacon.
sweet
Ew,
breakfast.
medium rare.
I hate it. I don't eat French toast because I don't like sweet breakfast.
How's it sweet?
French toast.
Yeah.
Maple syrup you put on it.
It's often sweet.
Oh, the syrup.
It's so French toast normally is like a custardy sort of thing, isn't it? Or no?
It really, I mean, this is digressing into a completely different thing. It really depends
yeah.
on who's making it. A lot of people, if they're doing a brioche, will usually make it more custardy by putting a bit of sugar
Yeah.
and vanilla in the actual batter. But you can do French toast, which is just the egg, and then you're sweetening it by putting syrup on it.
Yeah, see, when I make French toast for my wife, I make it like sweet. I make my own in the eggs. Like I just do basically scrambled eggs on it. And then I sweeten hers. But like I hate sweet breakfast. Even pancakes I don't like.
Okay, so we've digressed. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Back. She looks at the bacon and goes, ew, medium cut. No. Anyway, she just stuffs her gob. She's loving this.
At that moment, you watch as a chubby little raccoon kind of wanders in.
We're all chubby.
Yep. He beelines straight for Wicked and just hops up onto the bench seat next to her and just kind of sits there and stares off into the distance.
Oh,
Shady's
it's our boy.
It's your
Shady's
boy.
got his gun leveled under the table at him.
Oh, cool. Look cleaner here.
Do I recognize this lad, or I would have no recognition, wouldn't I?
You have no recognition of this
Yeah,
lad.
it's just a little
I was
fella.
gonna say, do I recognize this?
You've
Yeah, you
thrown
do.
hands at this lad.
Yeah.
You do.
Blew you up.
But I very much recognize he looks really fucked up, right?
His eyes have got like this glazed milkiness to them. His expression, while not completely slack, is perfectly serene, just kind of happy. The way he's sitting next to Wicked, like how close he's sitting next to Wicked, is almost like a kid sitting next to their mother, like just that little bit too close, and he's just sitting there swinging his feet on the bench seat.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Wicked.
What happens now?
He's just under my control. I've never had this much personality though when I did it with animals.
And you did this as a kid?
Yeah, it's making friends, pass the time.
Literally.
If you haven't caught on, yeah, making friends, as in like creating them.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
Okay. Before I forget, we've gone through a lot of, and Haber will glance at Feynman. Intense hiking, the last few days. If anyone's kit needs any touching up, I can do some maintenance on it for you. Give me some practice with my hands. Or if you want me to improve anything you guys have, I can try to make it a little bit better.
Is there any chance he can improve lightsabers or no? Is that not on the table?
No, that's not on the table.
Okay.
Well, damn, Tegan, don't just outright say it. Let me fuck it up so I can destroy them.
Because your major thing is basically what improves your lightsabers is you going and buying different crystals to put in it, basically.
I thought they could get +1 though. Can they not?
Not
Because
yet,
the crystals
can't.
don't. The crystals change what effect they have, not what power they are.
Yes, and I was thinking about this, that you can get different grades of crystals, kind of like you can have
Okay.
different
I
sizes
don't
of,
think that was in the book, but I'm more than happy to
Yeah.
go along with that though.
which
I
makes the most
was
sense.
just coming from the book understanding, but no,
Yeah,
that's
no.
fine.
Yeah. So you can upgrade your crystals to like
Okay.
a better quality of crystal. So, which will obviously cost you more.
Do they count as a magical item?
The crystals do, yes. The crystals themselves, yes.
Okay. Interesting.
They
Sorry,
don't.
sorry. Do they count as a magical sword? I don't know why a magical item.
No, they don't count as
Okay.
magical sword. Yeah.
Until I presumably get the upgrades, that'll be the equivalent of +1.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay, cool. Good to know. Anyway, sorry. Transgression. I don't wear armor, so he can't help me there either.
I'm good.
The answer's no.
Okay. Just thought I would offer.
So, are we gonna do these tasks?
Yeah,
We can.
let's go do
If
them
we're
now.
ready, we can
Yeah.
get going to the farmer and find out what's wrong.
Do you happen to know said farmer's name?
I do. When God tells me.
You know his name.
Do I know his name? Oh, you gave it to us.
Uh,
What goddamn thing is it under?
Hold on. I got it.
Damn
You can
Requests?
pretend that you've Davy Stoat.
What's it under?
It is
Holy shit, is it
under-
actually
Oh,
Davy?
I see. Sherwood Village.
It
There
is
we are.
under purgatory, as it would be.
It's my boy Davy.
Holy shit, I didn't realize it was actually Farmer Davy.
Yeah, it's Farmer
Yeah.
Davy.
what's wrong with Farmer Davy?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm amazed I remembered a name. Myself.
Excellent. We're all proud of you. First the car thing, now this. You're doing great.
Yeah. Oh my god, I could build a car, couldn't I?
In the game.
Yeah, I could.
Please do. We lost our man.
Or I could build us 4 motorcycles.
I don't think
What
you
are we
want
thinking,
Feynman on a motorcycle.
No.
Like,
I am
shitty
confident
things.
Feynman will find a way to pull off some sick flying tricks with it, and I'll only have to repair it every single time you get on it.
I gotta tell you, if you're making Feynman a motorcycle, I want a Vespa.
I respect that.
That's what I want.
with a flag.
With a
Okay.
flag, except I want it to be like souped. Just like
Okay,
that thing goes crazy fast.
Okay, so as you guys prepare to go over to Farmer Davy's farm, we'll take a quick 5-minute break.
It is about that time. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. So as you prepare to go out to your day, we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. And we are back, everybody, running into the halftime show with Brax Bronxton. Take it away, Dusty.
Hello, I'm Brax Bronxton, and you're watching Gadzooks, your number one source for nothing but truth, truth, and more truth. It is all-out pandemonium today, folks. We've gotten reports coming in that the train carrying the Gamma Squad, or the Hellions as they've called themselves, has been derailed, causing a harrowing crash. If sources are to be believed, the derailing was caused by none other than the infamous insurgency agent known as the Wraith, who, as we all know, has been the unfortunate end of the previous few Gamma Squads. We have not received any confirmation as to the condition of the passengers or the Hellions at the moment, but I think we can all agree. This is suspicious as fuck. I mean, come on, Imperium. Did you think me and my brilliant viewers wouldn't have you figured out? Multiple Gamma Squads, the same railway, probably the same mission, which they have not disclosed to us, by the way. All taken out by the same guy. Let's put on our thinking caps here for a second. Clearly the Imperium must be up to something, sacrificing these good people to the insurgency for their secretive and malicious pots of missions. We're on to you, Imperium. Stay sharp and stay vigilant. This is Brax Broxton signing off.
Woo!
Every single time without fail, I forget it's called Gadzooks. Dusty says it, and I fucking lose it.
Oh my god, dude.
It's 4 seconds in. I've muted myself every time Dusty goes to do it now, because I will, just be laughing uncontrollably.
I like the conspiracy theory.
It's good.
Yes, and the Steve Man Rocks. Apparently, check out his merch.
Do check out his merch. Merch updates soon.
Woo! Anyway, so with that, you guys have headed out to a farm. You have headed out to the Chuckleberry Acres. Approximately gotten lost because you can't remember how to actually get there just because there's too many roads, and get annoyed at yourself like every time you end up playing Stardew or something like that. However,
Chuckleberry Acres.
you don't like Chuckleberry Acres?
No, it's
No, it's
No.
very good.
Very,
Jesus
very
Christ.
good.
I'm
I
both
kill
impressed of
Feynman.
how quick you were with that, but also I hate you.
So
I don't know what I'm about.
you can also move your tokens. I made sure that I made them big enough on the grid that you could move your tokens around the map.
Hell yeah. Where the hell are we going? Right here. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Ah. I'm doing it what feels proper.
You're moving one at
Yeah.
a time with the arrows?
Yeah.
But
It does.
just remember, when you walk on the path, you walk faster.
Facts.
Oh, it's okay, Dusty. You missed as well when they asked last week. They're like, oh, yeah, we usually go into the mines and stuff on days when it's raining.
Oh, I was gonna mention that.
Wicked does continue to stop every so often and just explore the greenery. You see,
Every now and then you find just like a wild leek or just a hazelnut laying on the ground, or
Alright, I'm gonna have to look up if wild leeks and hazelnuts are from the same season now. I don't think they are, but are they?
No,
Are
I
they
think-
both summer crops? I had hazelnuts for spring.
No, I think hazelnuts are autumn and wild leeks are
wild
spring.
leek is summer or spring.
Yeah. Either way, horseradish is summer, I think. Anyway.
Yes. The things you can get on the first month. As soon as you start, I remember.
Wicked just ends up with a bag of snails and worms and all sorts. The Bosco Mushman just seems to follow along behind you. Habaru, he's just kind of dawdling along, his hands in his pockets, just kind of enjoying the scenery.
I'll just kind of just glance at him. Are you there?
He stops and he kind of looks behind him, looks back at you, and kind of points at himself like, "What, me?"
Yeah. Do you know what's going on right now?
You watch as he lifts his hands and he starts to sign something to you.
What is he signing to me?
Do you know sign language?
No, but can I make a guess?
Sure, roll
Let me use our
me.
player's intuition.
I mean, you can try a player's intuition. You know what? I'll allow you just to roll me a wisdom, just straight wisdom.
Oh, the one time I don't want to roll. Oh,
Oh.
Oh, so won't.
hey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know exactly what you're not sure how. Could be because you did a lot of hand signals and stuff with
The
the
adventures.
well, no, the glass crowns when you were growing up and things like this. You did meet a couple of people that they knew within their family and stuff. A couple of them who also spoke with sign language. So you picked up some of the basics. And he's like, you gather enough to realize he's signed. Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I didn't know you spoke Boshroom.
Boshroom.
Um,
Boshroom.
and I'm taking it
Canon.
one step at a time. Why are you following Wicked? Then, if you know what's going on.
Again, signs. Why not?
But why? You were just trying to kill us earlier.
I wasn't.
You shot me. Or you stabbed me, or one of the two.
No, we didn't.
What's the last thing you remember before when you woke up today?
Being in a warm body, able to move.
And after that,
Now I follow Wicked.
do you remember the Wraith?
That's not part of my memories.
I'll lean over to Shady. I don't like how he signed that. I was about to say how he said that, but I realized he didn't actually say it. He's saying something about it not being part of his memories. I don't like. That sounds weird when you say it out loud.
Maybe it's not Bosco. Maybe it's something inhabiting his body.
He seems to get excited by this notion. He's nods like, yeah.
Shady, if I ever die, just burn my body, please.
Yeah, me too. I'm already dead.
Boshroom kind of like nudges you. He goes, yeah, we are cordyceps.
What?
We are cordyceps.
Do I know what that is?
I got no idea.
Roll me a nature. See,
Oh,
tell me
dude.
what you know about mushrooms.
I fucking got this. Oh, maybe I do.
Yeah, you do got this.
Yeah, you know that it's a mushroom colony, particularly a mycelium colony.
Mushman Jaegered by cordyceps. How do you spell cordyceps?
CORDYCEPS.
Someone's time is
Go
going
with
off.
your heart.
Yep, it's for whatever reason my daughter keeps setting a timer on her phone.
Abby, stop bugging Boshroom.
Sorry, just okay. My bad. Sorry.
He signs back. Boshroom signs back. You're good, man.
Okay. Well, at least he's got good manners. Okay, let's go visit Farmer Davy.
Yeah, I want to see this farm.
You walk past his crops and you notice that they are all looking very lush. They seem to kind of, as you walk past the crops, they almost seem to, you get this kind of eerie feeling like you're being watched.
Huh. Is this corn here?
It is corn.
She pokes her head into the corn.
You hear a rustling in the plants themselves, like the corn silks are kind of turning to, like they're trying to listen to you.
She pulls her head back. Oh, this is healthy corn. It's got real good ears.
Wicked.
You broke him.
Wicked, please. It's
So good, Andrew. All right.
The potatoes have eyes. I'm out of here.
it's not even 9 in the morning yet. Wicked, please. We're already in one hell. Don't make me go through a second one.
She puts her hand to her mouth, goes, but seriously, I think it is actually listening to us.
Ranger Feynman, you're familiar with these parts. What's is this crop normal?
Wait, so the situation is the corn is watching us.
I think it's
Not
listening to us.
Did I get a read on that right?
The corn is listening
Out
to
of
you,
character?
apparently.
Is that what's happening?
Apparently.
Just according to Wicked, or is it like
According to Wicked.
According to Wicked.
According to the druid, yes. And I'm very much to believe the druid anytime she talks about nature.
He says that, forgetting that she is also a rampant drug addict.
That's fair.
nah, look, anything can be anything. I wouldn't read too much into it.
As you guys are standing there debating it, you hear whistling and you see a weasel pushing a wheelbarrow. It's got his tools in it. He sees you and he kind of stops. Well, hi there.
Oh,
Nods
that's kind of
it.
weaselly.
Tips his a straw hat.
Hey,
Oh.
Davy.
Good day, Ranger Fireman. How are you today?
Where have we walked? Good. We heard there's some problem with your farm.
Oh yeah, I got hit by a meteor a couple days ago. We had to take some time to dig it out, but underneath was this really amazing thing that I found. I've been meaning to show you for a couple of days, but I tell you what, the information on it told me how to get my crops here to be the best crops I've ever seen.
Oh no.
Any weird side effects with your crops, or just all good?
Oh no, not at all, not at all. They grow super fast. They are the best looking crops I've ever had. I just, it has made my farm 100 times better. Things grow within a couple of days from like seedlings.
Where'd you say you got this information from?
Meteorite.
Well, I got hit by a meteor. Dug a whole thing. We had to come, Smokey had to come break it up. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I'm Davy Stoat. How you doing?
Nice to meet you, Davy. I'm Wicked Willowstick. I'm a friend Ranger Fireman.
Well, it is nice to meet you, young lady. Yeah, I had a meteor hit, and Smokey, he's the town fire marshal and blacksmith. He had to come help break it up. But underneath it, well, there were these stone tablet things.
On tablet things, and these tablets had information on agriculture.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It told me how to grow better crops so that, things can just do better.
It isn't that bad for the soil to just
Oh, no,
consistently.
no. Oh, no, not at all. As long as you rotate the crop so you're putting different things. So, and not only that, you're putting proper like compost and things back in. So you're returning the nitrogen to the soil and all that kind of stuff. You got to make sure
But-
you're rotating your crops properly.
Right, but that takes place over the time span of months, not days like you're suggesting.
Yes, get some rest, evil one. Yeah, but like I said, this will allow me to expand, and we'll be able to have certain areas that do, I'd let the crop, the land get better and things like this, and we can kind of like do things with the soil, and we can expand out. It'll be great.
AKA, don't read too much into it, Andrew. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the magic is doing that too, Andrew. Come
It's
on.
fine.
Speaking of, hearing this is
Let's-
weird. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Sure thing. You want to cast detect magic?
Yes.
You may do so.
Alrighty, I do.
You cast detect magic. There is magic up the wazoo all over this place.
Uh,
She waits for her magic eyes to adjust, like she just went outside after a long day of being in her room in the dark. All right, what were you saying?
Yes, so there is magic up the wazoo in this place. Everything from creation magic, destruction magic. There is transmutation, illusion, divination. That every type of magic you can think of is suffused so heavily into this land, and it is absolutely overwhelming that it doesn't matter where you look, it's shining so brightly that it's almost blinding you with how potent the magic everywhere is.
Damn it, not again.
what's up?
Ah, ah, detect magic was a bad
Uh,
idea.
Oh, is is it out of the wazoo or something, or
It is out the wazoo.
damn,
Not
that's
just the
that's a
farm.
lot.
Is it everywhere?
Yeah, the whole place. Anyway, she's gonna turn it off. Yeah, no point in that.
Where's this thing that fell? What does it look like?
Oh, well, the rock got all broken up and the tablets were inside that. But I can show you the pieces if you want.
It was a
Uh,
tablet.
Yeah, there's like 2 stone tablets that I got out of it.
Can-
well, let's see 'em.
Yeah, let's see them.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure thing. Come up to the house. And he kind of picks up his wheelbarrow and starts pushing it along up to the house. He takes off his boots at the door, opens the door, waits for you to follow him in.
After you.
Wicked wipes her feet before heading in.
Same.
I'll take off my
So-
shoes.
So he goes into an office and comes back out, and as he's doing so, he's unfolding some hessian fabric from what appears to be 2 stone pillars, roughly the size of an A5 book. They're quite thick. They're probably about 2.5 centimeters tall, roughly, so about an inch thick. And they have intricate carvings on the front of them. In addition to that, they seem to have words carved into them. And as you're looking at the words, they seem to shimmer and shift. The only person, so to all of you, it appears in your most frequently common language that you use. So, for example, if you're bilingual or whatever, and you actually prefer to use a different language instead of common, and you just speak common because it's easier, you're reading it in your most preferred language. The only person who it is appearing and not shifting for is Feynman. You're reading it in the script as it is engraved in. One of the pillars has what appears
language
to be
is it? Can I actually read it?
Elder script.
And I can read that. Are we just saying
Yes.
that, or it
No,
isn't
you
part
can
of my
read it.
character shit? But
It is an inherent part of who you are.
okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that was where that was going.
But yeah, it's an inherent part of who you are, which of course does create like a little unlocking feeling in your brain somewhere. Just a teeny tiny one. But on one of the tablets, you see it has an image of a large tree with dozens and dozens of roots reaching down. The upper reaches seem to be of a tree that has every type of fruit engraved within its branches on it. The second tablet appears to have what is a phasing of the moon with indications on certain words and certain phrases speaking about Vaya returning life to the land, and that which will come to pass, turning and returning those to death, as eventual death will lead to life and life will lead to death in a circle. It looks like the pillars look like this.
And this just fell from the sky?
Well, they weren't a meteor, but yeah, we dug them out of there.
And you didn't question why there were tablets in a meteor and just immediately began following the suggestions he gave for farming?
Well, they seem like sound advice.
Okay, give me an example of this sound advice.
Well, it turned around and said if you use certain things like a mixture of blood and bone and things like this, and doing so will, help grow things. It was very specific that it needed to be dove's blood, but we got there in the end.
Oh.
And then, I got this idea. I read it. I thought it was a good idea, and I'm like, well, we use compost and normal blood and bone, left over from the butchings and stuff like that. So why not try it? And then, I had a dream one night and I saw my crops growing. And, the next day I woke up and they were seedlings already. I only planted the seeds the day before.
And okay. I don't even know what to ask right now. Who helped you with this? Who else saw the?
Oh, Marshall Smokey, Marshall Smokey Brown. He helped me break up the rock, and he took it away and all that kind of stuff, leaving this with me.
Did he take anything with him?
Only the leftover meteor pieces.
Hmm. Okay.
Another question. I believe you called Ranger Feynman over here. You said you were having an issue with something, or did you just need to?
I think it was the meteorite in general.
Yeah, the meteor hit, and well, originally I was going to get him to help, but he had to go help out some poor people that apparently a train crashed not far away from here.
Yeah.
Crazy that.
Yeah.
Get that
crazy
one on the big jobs.
Um.
Hmm.
How big was this meteor?
Oh, reasonable size. It was a boulder, roughly six pine cones high.
I can't tell
And
you how much I want this meteor to be made of meat instead of rock. For some reason, just so that it's because this is
Don't
clearly
say that.
some
Don't say that.
eldritch horror.
That is exactly how one of Scotty's characters, licked a bloody rock. Don't go down that path.
Yeah.
and we already have, or we already had an iteration of.
We've had rock licking. I will.
Yeah.
I've been known to lick a rock or two.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there any other issues, or is that just, or are you just square?
Well, I mean, yeah, it was just, the meteor was here and I needed help with it. But can you believe what's happening to the crops? It's great.
No, I can't believe that.
That's like a dream come true. I never thought I was going to be able to upgrade this season.
You're having trouble believing this, but with all these, this village.
Is he talking to us, or is he talking to the mans?
No, I'm talking to Habaru. But you're having trouble with these tablets and considering everything else around us.
Yeah.
Don't you think it could be? And I'll just give a little old point thumb to Feynman.
Yeah. Hey, Farmer Davey, if you don't mind me asking, out of curiosity, did it kind of feel like the tablet came down the same time that terrible train accident happened?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe not really sure. Why was the train hit by a meteor?
Could have been, it's always worth asking, just to double check and make sure.
Do we need to be worried? Do we need to be worried about more incoming meteors if that's the case? If we're getting multiple attacks?
You should definitely report it if more come in. In
Can
fact,
we check out your crops?
Oh, go right ahead. Go
harvest
have a
one or
look at them.
two
They're
and
glorious.
sort of see. Cool.
Yeah, they're glorious. You go have a look.
Close look at them.
Yeah. Let's.
Well, just quickly, Wicked, as you were looking and you were looking at those pumpkins, just roll me either a perception or an investigation.
roll for initiative against pumpkin.
Don't laugh, I've done it before.
I want to, like, I'm gonna harvest one of these boys and like do stuff to it.
Don't rephrase that, sir.
I'm gonna do stuff to it.
You squat down next to the pumpkins and have a look at them, and he is right. These pumpkin vines are looking glorious and vibrant and alive, almost so much with so much life energy that they almost seem to be vibrating. And you notice that from some of the pumpkin flowers, there seems to just be a light, gentle waft of what appears to be spores. And the only reason you recognize this is because they look very similar to the spores you use.
Mm.
She's gonna give it a sniff.
Roll me a con save.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I was gonna say, don't sniff the spore.
Is this against poison?
No.
Okay.
Against your
We,
soul.
Wicked's doing pumpkin lines now.
You
Seven.
you take a sniff, Wicked,
It's a
and
new
as
type
you
of
do so,
high.
as you get this sniff, you sneeze a little bit and your head swoons, and all of a sudden you feel this sense of weight kind of dragging you down, like you're so tired right now that you start to yawn. Just need to have a little nap.
Man. How long was I walking up there? She like sort of sits down, like lays her head back on the floor. I'm just gonna rest my. She like leans against the scarecrow.
You start to snore very gently.
can we? I'll try and wake her up.
Do you from the other side of the garden?
No, I said I was the one who instigated going over and looking at crops. What do you mean? I'm there.
Okay, so you go and shake Wicked.
Let's give her a light, like little shoulder.
I'm hanging out on the edge of the crop field. I'm not going in there. That stuff wakes me the fuck out.
You give her a little shake, Wicked. You feel like you're now you wake up. You're not quite under yet, but you're still drowsy and groggy, but you're able to open your eyes.
Eh?
You right?
Meh. Meh.
Resounding yes.
Wait, is she like realizes? Wait, what? Am I? It's like goes to stand up. I'm sleepy. I wasn't this sleepy earlier. I think that these are weird crops. They aren't acting right.
Yeah. Can I like snap off an ear of corn?
You may go snap off an ear of corn, yes. As you do so, there's a little puff of dust.
Do I notice it before breathing in, or do I have no choice?
No, you can notice it before breathing in because
I'll not breathe it in.
Okay.
And I guess like otherwise, is there any other reaction from
Nope,
from anything around? It's fine.
Nope. That's fine.
Anything?
Seems fine. I'll take a very cautious small bite of it. Just raw. Like the dragon man I am.
It tastes like really lovely, slightly starchy but sweet corn.
Does it evoke anything out of me? Like I feel
Nope.
anything? Feel good?
Nope, just tastes like really, really delicious corn. Apart from making you want to eat more, just
Like
Yeah.
unnaturally or just fine?
it stokes a bit of a desire. Like, hey, this is really good. I'd really like to have more of this, but not a ravenously
Not a
so.
tobacco situation.
No,
Right, yeah, okay.
no.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I might well, Wicked, I guess I saw her breathe that shit in, and then the symptoms of being drowsy.
Yeah.
So it'd be safe to surmise that I understand what's going on somewhat with that.
Yes. Yes.
I'll advise the farmer. I'll be like, you might want to be careful harvesting it. It seems to be putting out some weird spores that are making people sleepy.
Oh, I noticed the dust, but I seem fine by it. I don't get affected by it.
You might want to test eating it first and then go from there. Maybe not give it to everyone all at once.
I mean, I did try it first because I couldn't believe my eyes, and yeah, no, I've been fine. It tastes really good.
How many days have you been eating it for?
Yeah, probably the last 3 days.
Does he seem any different to how I would know him?
No, seemed
Okay.
perfectly fine.
Okay, well, that's that. Seems kind of weird, but I can live with that. I suppose let us know if there are any meteorites or anything else weird going on.
Will do, boss. Will do.
And we'll catch you later, I guess. I think that's job done.
Oh, sure thing. Actually, if you're going back that way, do you mind doing a little detour?
We're planning to go to the mines, but where do you want us to go?
Oh, well, this'll be fine. Can you go talk to the witch Lydia? I said that I was going to get her some of these herbs, and he gives you a basket of covered herbs and mushrooms.
Cool. Can do.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get him to her yesterday, but with everything that's going on with the crops, I haven't been able to get up there. But she was saying she needed these for a potion she was making.
Cool beans.
Uh, have any of the other farmers look at that tablet, or is it just kind of something you've been doing yourself?
Oh, just something I've been doing. Just
This
I
guy's the
mean,
only farmer, right? Other than the
pretty
community
much,
garden.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he's got the one farmer to support the entire economy of the town.
I noticed.
Got to keep away
Oh,
from
oh
family
boy.
mart somehow.
I noticed you have some livestock. Have you been feeding them some of this crop as well?
Yeah. Just the leftover greens and stuff.
I'll glance over at the livestock. Do any of them look like they're roided out or anything?
One of the chickens does look particularly angry, but you're not sure if that's just regular chicken rage or.
Okay.
You know that one feral chicken that you never know. He's got a crazy eye. Feynman, you know that he does have a crazy chicken, though. His name is Steve.
Oh. Well, I think that's all seems in order.
All right.
Nothing more to question here.
Okay.
And I guess we'll head over to the witch's house. Where's that?
Nothing's.
No. Yeah.
As soon as we like step off the farm, I'm just gonna pull us everyone together. Okay, that's really fucking weird, right? We all acknowledge that.
And what about this place isn't?
But
I got all drowsy for a second there.
am I the only one who's not, or the only one who is like majorly weirded out by the using dead animals as part of your?
That's pretty standard practice, blood and
Dead
bone.
animals, yeah, that's blood and bone is pretty normal in farming.
But hang on. But using specifically, what was it? Doves? That's why specifically doves? Why their blood? And two, there's also the fact that these shit's growing in like 3 days, 2 days, a day. That's something's not right here. And I don't think we should eat any of that food. In fact, I wouldn't mind popping
picking corn out of my teeth. Yeah.
You
No.
also know,
not eat anymore.
Feynman, you also know that Farmer Davy supplies the produce for the entire village.
One salad.
Oh.
So you can either eat the animal products, or which are fed by that, or you can go hungry, boy.
I think we should visit a blacksmith. because he took the meteorite, right? I mean,
Yeah, he took chunks of it.
you're right. And if nothing else, maybe that'll tell us something. But did when you guys looked at the pillar, did it do anything weird to you? Did it kind of like look like a mirage, flashing languages or anything like that?
Did we read what it said?
Yeah, you could read what it said.
What did it say?
It said. Give me a
Feels like
second.
something we should have asked slightly earlier.
Maybe.
When you were like, "Hey, you guys can read it, but it's in like dragon tongue for me."
No, Elder
No,
Script,
it's not
that
in
is
Dragon
different.
Tongue. It's an Elder Script, dude.
It said. Make sure I've got the right one because otherwise that would be kind of weird. It said in Elder Script, a Garden of Eden where a verdant oasis should not be, an indication and shrine of the forest goddess. Within the wildwood slumbers a tree that fights for that which cannot fight for itself against humanity's sprawl. No mortal may claim this grove, nor may lay the claim to the infernal wood, for swift death may follow, and a necrosis will set in. The terrain enclosing its sprawl is forever kissed by spring, and it beckons to a doorway of blazing heat and enchantment, leading to the fair kind. Protective stock and counteraction thus seeds their foes unto dust, but yield is integral to taint a noxious libation of a poisoned gift for the mistress of darkness.
Yeah, that all seems above board for me, to be honest. I wouldn't read too much into it.
No, Feynman.
Andrew's a bit of a gift horse mouth looker.
So we're not gonna worry about the poison for the mistress part. You
I
don't
mean,
think
yeah,
that's
we can
weird?
worry about it, but I want to go in the mines.
Let's just quickly stop by.
Why don't we go to the witches? We'll see what's up there, and then we'll go into the mines, and we can think
fact-
about it in there.
We can make the mine
Speaking of-
experience even better. Let's stop by the blacksmith real quick, just see if he needs anything from the mines, and we can potentially kill, 2 birds with 1 stone.
Are they
Speaking
doves?
of the mistress,
2 doves with 1 stone.
God.
I should probably mention I saw this while I was on my way back. I saw this weird lady that was
What?
made of plants and vines.
Like a nymph?
No,
Not like any nymph you've ever seen, Wicked. And
Yeah,
you've
no,
seen a
nymphs
good
are-
number of nymphs, yeah.
yeah, no, nymphs are water spirits. This was vines and plants shrouded in this
Oh.
mist.
Not like
like
a
a-
dryad.
I was about to say that.
Definitely not a dryad. Funny thing, dryads actually look like people. They just appear all woody and stuff because they cast a spell to protect themselves.
Yeah, they just kind of look a bit dry.
Oh my god. So many puns this session.
Anyway,
We're
but yeah,
pontificating.
and I got a weird sensation that she was waiting for me.
Do you think she's still waiting outside?
Oh yeah, probably. And she was inviting me. It felt. Did it feel similar to how the book was inviting me?
Yes.
Felt a lot like how the book is sort of trying to tempt me into stuff.
Okay.
Well, I'm just a simple ranger, so I don't know much about all that nonsense. But I think we should go see this witch because we've been tasked by
what?
one of our peoples.
No. Ranger Feynman, I think you do know the answer.
I
I
don't
think
know
you
the
should
answer.
No, I think you should open your book and you should read it. I think
I can read a bit of the book if you want me to read a bit of the book.
Unfortunately, yes. I would like for you to read the book. I think.
Let's read a bit of the book. How many pages are in this book?
It doesn't actually have a discernible amount. It seems to.
As many.
Yeah.
I
Pages
mean,
as it
out of
needs.
character, how many pages are in this book?
Out of character, it has as many pages as it needs. It has pages that are added, taken away. It's a magic book, basically.
If I were
But
to roll
if-
a dice to open up to a random page, what number dice would I roll?
it would basically it opens to whatever page your heart desires it to open to.
Okay. Well,
So at the moment, it will open up specifically. It will open up to the first few pages relating to. If I can show you this one, you can flick through the pages, and I will open which pages open for you, basically. So this one,
Okay.
this one.
Oh
There's actually,
boy.
yeah. I've
What
been waiting. Do you know
delightful
how
imagery.
it gets
I'm
better?
doing this for you, Tegan. As much as this thing terrifies me.
Awesome.
You've
Oh,
actually opened a
no.
number of pages that has just gotten around to actually activating. I
Oh,
didn't
no.
necessarily think this was going to happen, but you've got stuff to read, obviously.
wait.
However, I will say, is it just Feynman reading it?
We'll say
I
it's just me. I think. I've
no,
just opened it.
I will stand by Feynman. I will read the book with him, and I'll tell
I
him.
will
"Hey,
I
need.
can read it out to you, though. Was
I
my
will
intention.
but I don't trust Feynman. I want to see with my eyes.
I need
What
you
And
to
don't
roll
you
offer
me.
trust?
faith.
I need you to roll me a wisdom save, then, Harbour.
Do I need to
I
roll a
am
wisdom
giving-
save?
No, you don't.
Am I fine?
Because
You're fine
you have
because you
Elder
can read
Script.
Elder Script without
Yeah.
going crazy.
yeah, I
Right, so
am
I read
offering.
5 pages. In any particular order?
Ideally, the order that they are in the list, but that is not necessarily helpful because, as you can see, the best time to
What
write.
the hell
Ah,
is this? Oh, the hell
He's giving
tree's
us
there
so
as
much
well.
shit.
The
I
hell's-
like I said,
okay.
activated some shit.
Stop giving it
Okay,
all to us
so
at
I've
once.
got in
One at a
order.
time.
We start with the mysterious page, which is empty.
Dig it.
One more, and then I can actually talk you through it because I can talk you through it, and I can give you the advice if you ever need to write yourself some eldritch stuff that's going to make your players go crazy. Do it when you're in the depths of a fever. So, mysterious page, fine. The Rise of the Necromancer, Nyogtha, the thing that should not be, the Rite of Banishment, the Dark Pact, the Night of the Necromancer, then down to the Hell Tree, via the Forest Goddess, and the Garden of Fear.
With the way you've shared it to us, there is no down to the hell tree. It's just the
Can you
next.
put this in
fucking
chat?
page.
Okay.
The
No,
order?
you don't need to. If you go to your compendium or whatever.
Okay,
whatever it's
I
called,
see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
you will
in
find
there.
it. You will find it under the Somama Shot Ahi.
And it's in the order that she's given it to us.
Yes.
Now, real quick, just before I go insane,
Where the hell did it go? Oh, there.
would we recognize the Rise of the Necromancer as the thing we were already told by
Yes.
the? Okay.
Yes.
So, hang on. Let me put this in order because I'm
Now, the Rise of the Necromancer, you were told. Now, who were you told by?
the lady we were investigating because our house was robbed. I can't
Yes.
remember her name.
Yes.
The dark.
She was arrested.
Yes, because she maybe killed her husband and
Yes.
a lot of other people.
Yes.
Yes.
My husband was a bitch anyway.
He was
I
your
don't know.
owl.
Yeah. Bitch owl.
So yes, for those, for the people at home while you guys are reading, they've got a lot to read. Basically,
It's like 8 handouts. I am going to roll my wisdom save now. I am mindful that this book scares the shit out of me. Big old prayer to my man Karada, glory or death.
Good luck.
Jesus.
Ooh, just enough. You get a bit of a pretty bad headache because the words are shifting as you feel that reality itself is shifting under your feet as you're reading. But
It's
with
nothing new to me. I deal with Feynman's bullshit.
exactly, you've gotten used to it a bit better. So, but the first couple of pages seem to be referring to the thing that you fought in the basement, but the rite of banishment seems to give you instructions as to how to actually destroy him, not just fight. Not so basically in such a way, destroy him in such a way that he can't return.
Hmm.
Which tells you that it is an elixir of purification. It combines holy water, the bile of the bound toad, and powdered sulfur.
We got sulfur recently, didn't we, Wicked?
Yes.
How'd you guys get sulfur?
How did we get sulfur, Wicked?
Package.
What?
Like,
So
received a package.
brimstone is powdered demonic sulfur.
Yeah, you did. Man, who knew a crippling drug addiction would come in handy to banishing demons?
So that will help you. Then they've got the Dark Pact, which for the craziness of the writing, whereby the one whose knowledge of the arts most hidden is allured by the possibility of that which is concealed to them, and in doing so be drawn to a path that has previously never been trod. These actions will lead to the formulation of a covenant between the enslumbered and the pacted. The beginning of the course will be instituted by the one whose coming will be further presaged betwixt the verso of tome of old. Their calignosity has long been felt through their depravity of the orb. Observe the presence as it shall further come to light. Like I
which
said,
one was that?
that is the Dark Pact.
Okay.
Hey, guys, I noticed one of the pages is the Hell Tree, and on the map there's the road to the Hell Tree.
Oh,
God damn it!
by the way, Feynman, which one are you specifically reading? Because you're actually reading the actual proper version, not the crazy pants version.
Oh, okay. I've read through most of them though. I'm up to the Hell Tree.
Okay.
Do I have a non-crazy pants version? Something that will
You
actually
do. So
tell
the
me
Hell Tree,
things.
what you would have actually written is not the crazy pants version that you can see. What you actually read, because it made perfect sense to you. So you have no idea what some of the crazy stuff that Habaru is talking about. What you actually read on the Hell Tree page was, within a lush paradise, fighting against all reason, stands the symbol of the forest goddess. Born as a symbol of her rage of imprisonment, the tree is said to act as a protector to nature. It is said that any who would cut it down or inhabit the lush oasis it calls home, they will meet an untimely end. Any who touch it will find their hands blackening. The ground surrounding it is always lush and verdant and free of snow, but the nearby stone circle, which is always warm, is claimed to be a portal to Alfheim, so Feywier, because Alfheim is the old name for it before the merge. Known for its violent reactions, it releases spores which creates host of whomever is infected, with infestations leading to eventual death. Its fruit, however, is integral to the wine, which returns Astaea to her slumber.
And this is
The version you're reading.
no. So, but that is what we read on the tablet as well, isn't it?
No, the one you read.
Because I
Yes,
thought the
sorry,
tablet
yes.
said
No,
a
you are
garden will
correct.
eat, like
Yes,
it said
yes,
that crazy
yes.
shit.
You are correct. Sorry, I had to think about that. Yes, you are correct.
And I know about the Hell Tree around here,
You do.
and we call it the Hell Tree. We know it's
Call it
the
the Hell Tree, yeah.
So I surmise we shouldn't fucking be here. We should
What
not
the
be
fuck?
living and invading this land. This is not where we want to be. It's real unfortunate that the curse has set up shop here. And I suspect that these people may or may not be fucked.
Well, it's a good thing we have a handy dandy book that tells us how we can help them.
Wait, but okay, so it says the hell tree that you just don't. It doesn't say this is how you fix it. It says fucking
Oh wait, if we
don't
get
be there, motherfucker.
okay, so you read the Hell Tree, then you go on to Vaya, the forest goddess, which again, to you, that's something.
Is there any way I can get
Roll me
handouts
a wisdom.
of these that are
I will send you the non-crazy pants.
awesome? I was gonna
Um,
ask because I've read a lot of them. And I'm like, all right, but no, that's fine.
The
I
name
need to roll a
Vaya.
wisdom on this.
You need to roll me a wisdom save on the name Vaya because
Oh,
something
I
about it
roll a
seems
nat
familiar.
one.
you rolled a
Well,
natural
I rolled a
20.
nat 20, so I feel pretty good about it.
You know Vaya. Actually, most of the names in this book, as you are kind of looking through it,
Oh no.
you're like, you know these people. You don't know, you're not 100% sure because you're getting a headache thinking about it. But something in your brain tells you that you know these people. You've fought these people. They are your enemies. You don't-
Does it make me feel like fine mini, or because I made the wisdom save, do I feel like a fine man?
You feel like a fine man.
That's good. All right.
So, Via the Forest Goddess, the non-crazy pants version, a beautiful and seductive entity, Via symbolizes the picture of motherhood, as her presence is the divine antithesis of her sister Astaiga. Her coming is a sign of the arrival of the Maids of the Apocalypse, as she is said to watch over the metamorphosis of their souls. She is an entity of pure passion and desire, but she also commands power and control. She holds many cults, but her largest gathering watches over the portal to which her true lord and consort can be found. Her cults make practices of bathing in dove's blood, promising to many eternal youth and immortality, and so commands many incubi and succubi who seek to create thralls of the followers of Vaya through the dreamlands and leading to a great army to combat Asmodeus's forces.
Right.
And then the third page, the Garden of Fear. Known as the stronghold of Vaya's power, it creates a nexus of great power. As the first layer, it is the birthplace of beauty and seduction, and many an adventurer has fallen thrall to its inhabitants. But within its walls are several important discoveries. The Hell Tree itself, known as the Tree of Knowledge, provides the fruit, whose juices are added to wine to act as a tonic to quell her sister Astaiga, but also it is home to the web of power, as fed by the ether to create the veins of magic in the world, many of which feed the great prison beneath the world tree, but also the prison in the infernal landscape, which holds Vaya's lover and true lord in bondage. In addition to this, the garden is fed by the changing emotions of the lands around it, as the ley lines carry free ether. So the more corruption that is achieved by the eldritch beings' very presence, it will shape the reality that is experienced in the Eden. Beware losing yourself to the dreamers of the cult of the forest, for they seek to use the new victims' souls to empower the dark demon to achieve freedom. You get the non-crazy pants version. It's
Right.
not as much fun because it tells you exactly what you need to know.
Cool. So, what does Hopper get?
You
You
get
get
the part you can read, champ.
Yeah, you get the
Okay.
part you can read. You
I-
can
No,
actually read it.
No. What I'm trying to ask is, does it have any other effect besides just a headache on Habaru?
No, because you managed to succeed not being driven
Insane.
temporarily mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, don't worry. Habaru's always mad. He's near Feynman. Okay.
This is interesting. Okay.
Well,
So-
oh golly gee, this requires thinking. Oh no, my weakness.
A dangerous pastime, I know.
I know. Okay. Oh golly. So So if we're Feynman, correct me if I'm reading this incorrectly. The Hell Tree is something we should never touch.
Are you?
And
Wait. I just want to be clear. Are you taking that from the information you've been given that I can read, or the?
no, from the information I've been given from
Okay.
what I'm looking at it.
Because I have not read this to you at this stage. Because
Now-
you haven't asked, so I
will-
assume you can read
I
it.
will
Heads up, Kev.
read-
You should have access to the Necronomicon page in the Equinox folder, which should have both versions.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, on the Discord.
I will read out the Hell Tree to Shady and Wicked. It's a Garden of Eden where oasis should not be. Indication and shrine of the forest goddess. Within a wildwood slumbers a tree that fights for that which cannot fight itself against humanity's sprawl. No more may claim this grove, nor may claim blah blah blah, swift death and necrosis. Terrain enclosing is forever kissed by spring, leading to the fair kind. Protective stock and counteraction thus seed their foes unto dust, but yield his intent to cruel, to taint a noxious libation, a poisonous gift for the mistress of darkness. Feynman, I fucking hate this place. What the fuck? Why do you live here?
No, the food's pretty good.
Fuck you. I hate
The
this
best-
place.
The thing that you're aware, Feynman, is just because of the connection of you know the people in this book, they're your enemies. You just get this inherent feeling that you didn't do this.
Do which? Oh, I just know, like,
You don't
So,
know what, you just
I
get a
know I
feeling this
didn't-
isn't my
I
fault.
didn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
there's a meta feeling, not meta, but like, you know, there's
Yeah.
an overall feeling of like, I just know this wasn't me. All
Yeah,
right.
this village was not you.
Damn it. I really wanted to blame Feynman.
Yeah, I know you did,
Son of a
boy.
Son
Okay.
of a bitch. It's the South Park Satanist Christmas critters.
Dude, I said that last week as well. I was like, oh no, there's animals. Oh fuck, we're gonna kill them. Oh, they're gonna eat our guts while we're still alive.
Happy tree, friends and friends.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
Um.
Cool. Well, shit. So do we still want to go see this witch, or do we just want to burn this entire town to the ground?
I think that seems a bit far. Well,
Is it?
I'll say, I mean, you don't know that I know it's not my fault and this is related to something else. I've not communicated that to
Oh,
your ass.
I don't care about that. I'm past the point of if it's your fault or not. I'm at the point where I'm like, this is this book of I think that is evil is telling me this place is evil. Therefore, burn it with fire.
Well, I mean, you know, the Hell Tree don't sound too good to be around, but
Nothing about the pages we have read sounds too good to be around. Just so, okay, let's just go to the witch, and while we're going to the witch, am I able to write down what's in the book in just like
Yes.
a real short, simple script so I can show it to the others and not drive them insane?
Yes.
So they can also just see what the handouts read.
Yeah, they can. The
Okay.
only thing that actually sends you crazy is the fact that you're attempting to read Elder script. You're reading God script, basically.
Yes.
That's the bit that's
There was
sending you
once a
crazy. not
time
the
in which
message.
I could read Elder scripts.
When you're a fine man.
No,
When
I
you
was
were
not a
young,
fine
fine
man. I was when I had 4 eyes. But yeah. Okay. I will. Okay. Let's pull over on the side of the road. From walking. Let me jot this stuff down. I'll quickly jot it down some notes and tear off some paper and hand it out to.
I mean,
Shady
I
and
assume that they got the handouts as well.
Yes, everyone's got
Yeah.
the handouts.
Everyone's got the handouts.
Yeah.
But you have the encoded and
I got the
decoded.
special ones.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Let's unfortunately put our heads together and think about our next steps very carefully here.
I think day plan is the same. Go to the witch. Go to the
Do
mine.
we want to be spreading these seeds if we know they're not great? In fact, doesn't the book say don't spread seeds? Don't no mortal may claim to them?
I
should've
think
known
there's a
that this would
misunderstanding of
teach you.
seeds and seeds of the hell tree. Yeah, so it says the seeds of the hell tree or the fruit of the hell tree are for a special purpose, but the seeds are. My inference from this is the dove's blood is related to the goddess's immortality thing more than it is, and the army thing.
Right, and part of that it mentioned was that through the spread of seeds is how the cult grows, right? Yeah, making people burn with the flush of desire. She rules them with the iron fist and a velvet glove. Her siren's call inspires many. Bertram Home is an obedience to eternal lover. Can't say that word. I don't think we should. I don't think we should drop off these seeds. I think we should just say we lost them in a freak fire accident, and I can just set them on fire real quick.
Well, these are presumably like pre. He said he had them a couple of days ago before he started the farming thing.
I wouldn't trust that. I am
I'll
now
put it this
on
way:
the.
I'm not letting you burn the seeds. So
Well, okay, that's fine, but it's just Feynman. We have to do something.
yeah, we're
We
gonna
can't
go
just-
think about it for a while and do the interim quests for now, and then we'll come to a proper
Okay.
solution.
I still want to visit the blacksmith and see the material for the stone. If nothing else, maybe I can make a sword out of it to stab an eldritch monster. Who knows? Fuck me.
Fair enough.
Oh, God.
All right, and I guess we depart for the witch.
Okay. Do you know where you're going?
He told us, and we know where it is.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
go
we
north.
don't know where it is.
Yeah, you go north.
Oh, do we have to go to the Hell Tree?
19.
No, 19. The
No.
wickedly wild potions and hexes.
Okay.
Oh, come on. I
Uh,
thought that was really good considering it's a witch hut, and when you see what it's surrounded by, Wicked's going to get real excited.
Surrounded by mushrooms.
Hang on. What is it called again? I'm sorry. It was
19. Wickedly wild potions
Oh,
and
okay.
hexes.
Yeah, I think that's funny. This dude couldn't go. This thing's like 20 feet away. He couldn't go himself. Whatever.
He's
Lazy ass.
got wild crop things to manage at the moment.
Yeah, he does.
What do you think, Wicked? You walk into a grove
How's
that looks
how's
vaguely
Wicked
like
looking?
home.
Does Wicked look
Uh,
anxious to meet this witch?
She looks very anxious the moment she sees this area.
You know what's rough?
Yeah.
We had like some character building moments between Wicked and Feynman, and that's fucking gone for Feynman. I think we briefly sort of talked about her old like tutor or whatever. She was an apprentice for a little bit. I got nothing on that anymore. It's gone.
So, do any of you notice that Wicked looks very anxious once she steps into this grove?
I would assume so. Yeah.
thought it must be right
Haber
up
would
your
probably
alley.
chalk it up to the book is freaking everyone out.
I think it must be something else.
What did you say, Shady?
I'll ask her if she's all right.
I just said, basically, I think you should be at home. Look at this place.
Oh, I am. She like shudders.
These are some giant ass mushrooms.
You don't like it here? I thought with the mushrooms it'd be perfect for you.
It's nostalgic.
Oh, it's bringing up bad memories.
Yeah.
Shit, he's got plenty of those.
So,
I presume.
you walk up to the witch's hut and knock on the door.
An assertive, rangery knock.
You hear the sounds of soft padded footsteps, the sound of a lock unlatching. The door opens, and standing there, coming up to just about your chest height, Feynman, a fluffy little bunny in a witch's hat, wearing a
Don't
little
trust
black
that.
pinafore.
Hello?
Little black bunny, whom I would know as.
Her name is Lydia Moss.
Is she in the thing? In the show
Lydia
of
Mostrop.
Village
No, she's
Handouts, or
not.
no?
She's not.
Okay, fine.
Lydia Mostrop.
Hi, Lydia.
Oh, hello, Ranger Feynman.
Davey sent us to give you some herbs and mushrooms.
Oh, good. I thought it was because I hadn't paid my permit yet. I'm sorry. I will pay my foraging permit soon.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. You'll get there when you get there.
Oh, so you said you bought something from Davy?
Yes. I'll hand her the basket filled with to the brim with goodies.
Oh, good. Oh, I was wondering when I was going to get these. I'm making wildwood stew. It's kind of hard to get some of the ingredients, but Farmer Davy's been growing them recently. So, would you like to come round for dinner later?
Yes, I think after we head into the mine, we can come back. Have
But it's
some
not raining today.
good din-dins. No, there's an issue been reported in there, so of course we have to go check it out.
Oh, of course. I can completely understand. You're going to you're going to go talk to the Adventures Guild,
Yes. Presumably right outside the mine station. Is
the
it?
Fellowship of the Fur. Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Does anyone want to interject? How's Wicked feeling?
Fellowship
Does she want
of
to
the Fur.
talk to the witch? This is her domain.
Dusty just went BRB.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, real quick. I will say, Wicked has grown like very silent in this area, and seeing the witch.
It's unusual for Wicked.
Oh, as a thank you,
And she shuffles off to her kitchen, which is just off to one side. And she comes back. She's got just a very small basket covered over by a daisy print tea towel.
here you go, Ranger Feynman. I some freshly baked carrot cookies for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
She
I'll have
hands
one
it over.
immediately.
It tastes really lovely. It tastes exactly like carrot cake, but it's a lovely soft cookie. It's got a little bit of green frosting on it as well, just for like the green top part of the carrot.
Is it in the shape of a carrot?
Yes, it is.
Of course. Lovely.
Feynman, maybe we should save off on eating if we're going to be doing some strenuous exercise here soon.
We're gonna go to the blacksmith and then we're gonna got some walking to do. I need my energy levels.
Oh, Feynman. Okay, whatever.
You don't want me
Stop.
eating the fucking whatever is here, huh?
No, I don't. There's going to be a problem.
You're gonna be so annoyed that there's a corn cob in my backpack.
I'm gonna be annoyed when the corn crop starts growing on you. I will take pleasure in setting you on fire.
Don't worry about it.
Be careful, it might start stalking you.
Hey.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This has been a very punny session.
Yeah. All right, cool. I
I'm
guess we'll
for it.
jet to the Adventurers Guild. Which is it? Is the Adventurers Guild outside the mine, like in Stardew,
Yes.
or is it elsewhere?
No, it's
We were
outside the
gonna
mine.
I thought we were gonna hit up the blacksmith first and then go to the mine to make sure there was nothing in the mine he needed.
I think you
I'm
were going
just-
to get up the blacksmith.
I'm going down my to-do list, so you got to interject yourself.
Okay, so
Well-
you head across town.
Well,
That's kind of
hang on.
blacksmith.
Hang on. Let's go to the blacksmith, Feynman. Real quick, so we can follow up on the farmer thing before we get too far off the base.
5. I
And
see
start
it.
your next task.
Yeah, right here. So it's on the way.
Kind of.
There we
yeah.
are.
Okay, so you hightail it over to the blacksmith or grizzly ironworks. But before you knock on the door, on your walk over, before you knock on the door, that's where we're actually going to end tonight's session for this adventure quest. I hope you guys have really enjoyed it. And we will pick it up next week to see exactly what is going to happen with the outcome of this. So thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you have enjoyed. Look after yourselves this week, as we should all want to do. Take some time to give yourself some self-care, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, take your medications if you so need them. Just overall look after yourself, and we will see you next time, guys. Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
We will be
Bye.
back next Saturday with more Equinox, and we look forward to seeing you there. Bye, guys.
Yeah.